Hello, world. Just want to take a few seconds here to kind of describe this episode and kind of like what was going on. And me and buddy Matt and my buddy Cody and my buddy Jason, we all get together. And earlier in the day, we were supposed to talk about like film, and then it turned into no, we're going to talk about gaming. There was some scheduling conflicts, so I wasn't able to really fully prepare. And as you've heard me mention before, I'm not really a gamer of like any sorts. I play like one silly game on my phone and some old Mario games, and that's really it. Well, my friend Jason, he also doesn't play a lot of video games, but Cody and Matt are like these pro dudes to me. They're pro. I don't, whatever. But it's kind of hilarious. This conversation gets so insane, and we just really fly off the rails, whereas these guys are trying to tell us certain things and we just literally cannot comprehend. And it's really kind of funny that this is 100% been this podcast I'm talking about has been such a learning adventure, because not only am I like learning about things and the way people view certain aspects from different points of view and stuff, but also just in real time you can hear mine and my buddy Jason's brain just like break and fricassee and just kind of go off the hinges. And we ask some silly questions and butt in too much, but it's just really cool, and I'm going to put this out there. I really enjoyed the conversation. I still think it's worth having, and like it's cool to hear people learn kind of like in real time. Like we completely had basically me and him have no idea what we're talking about, but you literally hear us trying to process certain things that Cody and Matt are talking about, and like it's just really cool. I love this podcast thing. This episode, it really is a learning episode. I just wanted to get this in the front before you're like, what is actually happening right now? Well, that's what's actually happening, is you're hearing two people try to process something they don't really think about in real time without any kind of provocation or like any forethought. Like we didn't prepare for this. It just kind of happened. So anyway, without further ado, here it is, the Gaming in General episode starring myself, Jason, Cody, and Matt. Games in one game. It's like 5 GTA. Yes.
Whoa.
So
GTA?
Grand Theft.
Huh? Talking about GTA?
Yeah, so he bought it. He bought for Xbox 360, right? He bought the deluxe edition.
Yeah.
And
I didn't know we were.
he bought the deluxe. I like to start it naturally.
No,
he
it's
bought the
fine.
deluxe edition for $150.
Yeah, I know.
And then
because like it came with like a bunch of cool shit, like
a hat and some other stuff.
well, like there was a map, and then like if you put blacklight on it, it was like had all this other extra shit and everything.
So anyway, he got that, and then like a few months later, Xbox One comes out, and then they make the game for it, but they stop updating the Xbox 360 one.
Yep.
So then he spends $500 fucking more dollars, because that's the game he's into.
And you gotta buy the new system.
The Xbox One,
Yeah.
right? And then he has to buy that game again. But now, and he was telling me like there are things where like, oh, you can get this car for $1 million, but it's insanely hard to get $1 million, or you can just pay us $20.
And that's what people do.
He said literally on that one game, or specifically not because he gets to play other games, which he just upgraded again to the Xbox One X, when there's another fucking $500. And then he was telling me that, I'll get into that, but so he said on that one game, roughly speaking, he spent like $800.
Oh yeah, I did the same fucking thing.
Well, after getting another console, and it's more than just that one game, but he only play like 5 games, most people.
Don't I tell you what's bad about that is phone games. Like
Yes.
phone games like are really bad about making you pay for shit. Like if you go on,
Oh.
like I'm not sure if you were, but like Clash of Clans and shit like that.
Yeah, that's why I quit playing, because like I play for whatever, and then somebody'd spend $15 fucking dollars, and I've been playing for months, and they'd be past me and
Dude,
shit.
I'm saying
I-
you buy everything for
You
that
have to
game.
buy everything. And it makes it insane. Like, okay, this is lame as fuck, but I play it with my wife, the Pokemon Go.
Oh, dude, I played that for a while.
Okay. It's the only game, really, that I play minus this. I have this Spellmania game for when I'm pooping. And that's it. That's literally the extent of my gaming knowledge. But on that game, well, I'm a
Do you poop a
25
lot?
trainer, bro.
So you take a lot of
Level 25.
Oh,
But no, here's the deal: is
damn.
you can make money, but you have to. Well, you have to leave stuff in gyms, and it's like 50 coins, even if it's in there for 6 days. But it has to be in there for a whole day.
Oh, right.
And then everything's way over what it's supposed to be. Like one thing is like 80, right? So you have to do at least 2 days to get one item. But if the high ticket items are like thousands of coins, which would take unreal amount of time, or you can spend $20 and get 50,000 coins and just buy stuff until it's gone, and then spend another $20. So like on that one free game, like my wife accidentally one time literally clicked on the 100. She thought it was the $10 one and clicked OK. So yeah. They got an accidental $100 from me, just me.
Well, see, and I understand that because a year before that game came out, the same company came out with a game called Ingress. And it's basically the same fucking thing. You got to go to these different places. There's towers and shit, and there's different teams. But, like, it was like if you could make a grid, you got points for that grid. So, like, there was one day where, like, I did, like, my shit around here. Another one of our friends went to, like, Hot Springs, and another one went to, like, towards Pine Bluff. And then we did shit all three, so we had a huge grid taking up almost the whole fucking city. And, you know, spent real fucking gas and shit to do this.
Yeah, that's
And
real
fucking drove.
commitment,
Yeah,
for
it was
sure.
Like, it was so a couple hours work, and then by the time they got back from Pine Bluff, somebody had already gone down in the middle and, like, fucked all our shit up. So, like, we did this thing for all day and probably spent, you know, fucking $30, $40 on fucking gas alone. And, like, that's not even in-game purchases, but it's literally the exact same game by the same company that made Pokemon Go.
Right.
Right. Pokemon Go was a big one. Like, you had to travel for that
well,
shit.
that shit was
all
crazy.
the time. Like,
but we would
I
just
didn't
go
do shit at
downtown.
work when that game was out.
So that's another thing
You
for
got,
those.
you got a lot of people outside.
True. It was
true.
also, yeah.
Had
that
a
was
lot
a
of
lot of
people
people. A lot of
wrecking their
people
cars
walking
and
around
shit.
all the
It's a big
time.
Positive, you know.
You got that one girl that found that dead body under the bridge because she's
Right.
playing
It
Pokemon
solved
Go.
crimes and everything.
I don't know if I heard about
Really?
that.
Really?
Yeah, this little girl was fucking playing the game and just like walking around like the park or some shit or down the
Yeah,
sidewalk.
that's real.
And like there was like something like a little, you know, under the bridge there was water, so this is where water Pokemon are. So she went down there to go fucking try to find this shit and found a fucking dead body.
Oh,
That's a
she's
different kind of
traumatized.
Pokemon.
Now she's Pokemon
Oh my
traumatized.
god.
Dude,
So,
poor kid. I mean, and the dead person. You know, I mean, what a terrible thing. But somebody got closure.
I guess.
I
Did
did
she
watch
caught the Pokemon?
Probably a mob hit.
Did she catch the Pokemon? Or she...
What if the
I think
person
she
who
called the
died was
cops.
down there and they lost?
What if the person who died was also Pokemoning?
Do you
And it
remember
was-
that? Do you remember who the... Was it like a...
I don't remember where it was.
Was it
when,
here?
like no, it wasn't here.
No.
I remember it on the news
Dude,
though.
we got the power
But-
of the internet.
Going back to like the paying for shit, I forgot I know someone that does this. My old roommate, he would always like play computer games, but then like I know you don't watch anime or anything, but like Bleach is one of the big ones.
Okay.
So like they came out with a Bleach game for like your phone. It was actually pretty cool. But to get like certain characters, you had to fucking buy them, and they'd be like, you know, better than anything you'd find or whatever. It's like he got really into that. Ended up spending like, you know, $200-$300 just
Jesus.
to get like a couple characters. But it jumped him up so high, and then he could just like do whatever.
Well,
So it's just crazy how much like the progress they can take away just by offering you like some fucking money, and then how many people are actually taking that.
oh yeah, no, and they'd rather do it because of laziness shit. No, though. Okay, so it was in Wyoming. Discovered a dead body.
Oh, you found it?
Yeah,
You found the story?
dude, the stories don't go away.
That's true.
Corrections and clarifications. An earlier source. Blah blah blah. Wyoming woman was searching for Pokemon while playing a new game in her phone when she found a dead body instead. Oh, she was only 19 too. Gross.
That's, I mean, she wasn't like little, but she was
That's very
still.
young to see a fucking... Find the body. Wow.
Man. She said, I woke up this morning and I wanted to go get a water Pokemon. So I just
Told you.
got up, went for a little walk to catch Pokemon. And, well, wow, what a quote. Okay, that was the end of the quote. This is very anticlimactic. She found a dead body. She was 19.
I feel like there was a
Wyoming.
video, just didn't want to work for
Yeah,
us.
I hope the video doesn't work because and then it's interrupting. But
That's true.
anyway, so that's a weird state of gaming. Like I immediately,
Pokemon Go. That's weird that
Well-
it took people that far into...
well, just weird. Period. That games are you buy it or it's free on phones most time, and you pay for this game, and then all of a sudden it's. And another thing he brought up is they're never done with the game.
Fuck no, dude. Grand Theft
Because-
Auto has been out for good. I mean, I don't like 6 or so years now, maybe 5, maybe a
5?
little less, but it's been a long fucking time. And they literally just came out with new shit last week.
Well, Grand Theft Auto itself has been out for fucking
not
ever. He's
itself.
talking about
I mean,
he's talking about
multiplayer.
the current
game,
one, yeah.
the current
Current
one.
Yeah, see, I
2013 for
So yeah, 5 fucking years.
PS3 and Xbox 360 and Windows. And Jesus Christ, dude. How yeah, that's ridiculous.
No, that's what I'm saying, but like it's still going. Like I said, I've been playing it ever since, and he said, "Oh, it can be like $1 million." Started out kind of reasonable. Supercars like $1 million or whatever. You get on there now, they got so much shit. It's ridiculous. They add shit like every couple months.
See, that's crazy.
And now everything's like $9, $10 million.
And just imagine when you upgrade, and then like the Xbox One X just came out, and now it's like, oh, what's the future version that I can't now I can't play on my Xbox One because the X is out, and they're gonna stop making updates.
Well, they won't do that. I feel like, but what they'll do is they'll start coming out with like new shit. Like PlayStation's got like VR you can get.
Oh,
So they
okay.
have like their
So, like,
PlayStation Pro,
exclusive.
and they have this. Like you can still run it. It's just not going to run as good.
Good.
So,
He
but
said
so
that
they'll
was the
probably do
thing.
some shit like
He
that.
okay, so we'll get into this PUBG or Fortnite, but he
Oh, bro.
hold on,
We're on the same
hold on.
side, don't we?
Yeah.
Started on that
I have
shit.
no sides, but he was telling me that he bought the One X for the PUBG was better, right?
Yeah,
and
because it
then-
loads faster.
Well, and then the other ones were having sluggish little problems. Well, then they updated the game for the One X, and now it's the same. It's less of a game. They took away some stuff so it would work better on the Xbox One as well, which I'm sure more people play on Xbox One than Xbox One X just because it's new.
well, it's the same system. It's just like that's like the upcharge one, like the supercharger.
Right.
for it.
Yeah, like the Pro, PS4
So,
Pro.
but it's all the same
But it's
games.
still
Like
new.
you play with the same people. It does load faster, which in
Load
that game
faster.
it's so fucking vast.
Right.
And like it's just got so many people. It's 100 people playing
At
one game
time.
at the same
I know,
time. Yeah.
I know.
So like,
I'm
shit takes a
familiar.
while to load. So like sometimes you land, there's no buildings and shit. So you can load the buildings faster and get in the get your guns and all that before
Right.
anybody can even see buildings.
The buildings
Well, he said
loading
the
hasn't been
graphics
a
were
big
better,
problem
too,
in that
slightly.
game.
Like,
Like
they
it takes
look- Yeah, I mean,
forever.
But they've like, it's also a game preview. It's not a full release of the game yet.
See, and that's another thing. Used to when they had like built a game, say like GoldenEye on N64, and when you got
Classic.
the game, that's the fucking game. There was never a re-release of the cartridge where, oh, here's more of the game we added, buy it again. I mean, maybe every now and then that happened, but it's so fucking rare. And then he was talking about, he made some really good points, and I was like, damn, dude, I never even really thought about that shit because I don't really think about gaming anyway. But he was telling me, like, when you found an exploit, say you could, because there was one where you could hide in the table and no one could see you,
Yep.
and you could just shoot them when they walked in the
Yeah.
room. He was like, nobody ever got to fix that. So you just had to assume somebody was hiding in the table, and it like made the game more interesting for him anyway. I never really played it, so sorry, man. You can't shake your head. I don't know.
No, it's just
Speaking of not having played video games, Call of Duty 1, the original PS1. That was my end of video games.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I feel kind of like the neutral party. But see, I've been using this software for a job that's very much like it's the same kind of experience. It's just
As a game?
yeah. Well, I mean, because it's complicated. You got to know tricks. You got to know where things are. You got to.
So you've been
make
playing like a PC
diagrams.
game?
I've been doing basically diagrams on a computer with a program, and then listing all the materials for
Jobs and stuff.
jobs.
Bidding
Yeah,
jobs,
bidding
right.
jobs and stuff. Yeah. So it's a program. There's a bunch of them. It's estimation software, and I think that became my video game.
Right?
So
Cool.
like there
It's
was
like
a disinterest.
Something to do
you
for
know?
like. Well, I get that too, man. That's why I don't.
Yeah.
I usually, dude, I'll play a video game like this is a good. Yeah, fuck it.
And
Let's
there's been so
let's
much
actually get
advancement,
started.
It's like
So-
I'm almost like intimidated.
cool.
Like, do I
Right.
really want to go
get started.
like try this?
Right. Well, here we go. So I'm going to just get into it. This is the gaming in general episode. I don't really want to be specific, but we can get into some specifics because I don't know too many. But I brought in some experts in the field. My new friend Matt,
What's
and his
up?
brother was on here, Andy.
Yeah, that's my brother.
Yeah. And
He's
his-
he
was-
he
he's
talks
cool.
really well. He's really sociable.
He has a radio announcer voice. Totally.
Yeah, he's like he does the deep voice
Yeah.
and shit. But
He should be on Movie Phone.
yeah, he has a very
Yeah.
good voice.
Welcome to Movie Phone. This is Andy.
hmm
And then to my more direct right would be Cody.
Let's say straight ahead. But that's just me.
I'm sitting at an angle, so that's not really fair. My straight ahead would
As
be
am I.
Jason. Okay, so
I'm
what
just
the
being a
fuck
dick.
ever?
Just being a dick.
I'm thinking of the table. Never mind. I fucking hate you.
The table is cool. I've heard about the table on the podcast, and it is pretty awesome.
It's a
Yeah,
it's a,
in person,
it's a
it's pretty
grand
cool.
Table.
It is big.
It is a
Yep.
grand table.
And you built this.
I did.
Cool.
It's wonderful.
I did make it
Very impressive.
with my hands in my spare time. And I chose summer to do it, so in a shop with no air conditioner at the same time.
Champion level.
Yeah, you know. So anyway, we're going to talk about like games and stuff. If you haven't already figured it out, we already went over. So I have to ask you two because I know me and you could give a fuck. PUBG or Fortnite? Because I have friends on both sides of the fence. I'm guessing PUBG.
That's what we play.
Yeah.
Okay.
Me and Cody play PUBG
Not that
all
saying
the time.
I won't play Fortnite, but because it's different.
It
in
is
its own
different.
little way.
It's very
There's a
different.
whole other aspect of that.
I feel like it's like because I've seen some videos, which I'm going to get into also because I cannot fucking believe the amount of money someone makes. There's this thing called Twitch. See, I don't know much.
Yeah,
Come on,
of
bro.
course.
We should probably be on there because I heard maybe podcasters are getting on Twitch.
you
Heard somebody
serious?
talking. Yeah.
The only time I got on Twitch was when I was playing Madden, and I could get like this badass player if I
Just 'cause you
signed
were
up
on
for
Twitch?
Twitch. Yeah,
Well, there's a
and so I
dude on
signed up for
there
Twitch, and I got like I don't know,
Playing
like,
Fortnite,
like a
making
Mean Joe Green or some
making
shit.
like $400,000 a month.
Oh yeah.
What
Oh,
the
yeah.
fuck? But it's like anyway, it's like that Minecraft and Halo had a baby. Is kind of how I saw it because it's very Minecrafty. You chop down things and
Oh, Fortnite. Yeah, no, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. That's what it's the same
you
style.
you
game.
tear
it's a
up
battle
shit,
royale.
you collect shit.
But like, yeah, you can build shit. So like, somebody starts shooting at you.
You can
like,
build a
throw up
wall.
or
Right.
whatever.
I
If you
saw
need
a
to get up
YouTube
somewhere
video.
That's just
high.
crazy.
You
I
can
don't
build
know. I'm
ramps
not
and
good
shit.
at that shit, I guess. And
it's
I
like,
just,
hey, do 19 things at one time.
yeah,
What
I
the-
mean,
some
people are just
really
nuts
quick
with
at doing
that shit, and
They'll have
I'm
a
not
fucking
even
whole
close to
condom
that.
on before
So
you even know what the fuck's going on. Yeah.
Wait, you
Yeah.
go first.
dude, yeah, that's basically it. Like, I can't build that fast. Like, as you know, everyone else is just like building shit, like building towers and shit, and I don't know what the fuck to do.
Oh.
And so in PUBG, it's just like, you know, I can just
There's
like,
none of
fucking
that.
run around and shoot. You know,
Okay, so
motherfuckers.
PUBG's just shoot.
It's more like realistic style, like
It's just like
simulation type
GTA.
shooter.
If you were
And-
just playing
okay.
GTA,
Yeah,
run,
Fortnite's
it's
like-
basically the same fucking graphics and shit like that.
Let's say it's like the same thing, but it's like cartoony.
Yeah.
So like I said, they got their own things, but like, I mean, we play other shit besides that too. Like I don't just get stuck on that, but that's like that's the
well,
main
I
two
just
right
real-
now for whatever reason.
I just really hope someone's listening to this right now. Like, you're fucking dumb. Fortnite is better. Or,
I don't.
Oh, you-
like, there's people
I mean, that's
agreeing with you two
100%
guys right now.
guaranteed.
Like, it's PUBG all the way, bro. Or because man, I really don't know. I really don't
I mean,
know.
I like them both. Like I don't fucking.
So let's talk about appeal, man, because I feel like this is something we can all talk about. Because like I was talking about in the last episode, I do things for a purpose, like make art and all that kind of stuff for a reason. Like I have an end goal with everything I do. So even when I'm gaming, even it's like that Spellmania, I'm only playing it so I can get to the end of the shit. Like there's no
Right.
like I'm just bored, so I'm gonna play this video game. And then the Pokemon one is so me and my wife can do something together. So like there's a goal in mind. That's the only reason I even play it. But I feel like you two dudes are a lot like a lot of my friends, where y'all can just play games and just fucking game for hours, and y'all do.
I can't. It just depends on kind of mood. Like I said, that game the two games we were talking about. There's no objective. It's just literally play this round, you win. But
Win.
then there's ply of shit that's like. I mean, have you ever had like one of those little like turn the page books?
When you follow along to the
Yeah, it's like make
cassette.
your own adventure or whatever.
Right.
Or it's like if you want to go to the right, turn to page 47.
then, okay, yeah.
Like that kind of shit. There's games like that now. You can do whatever you want, but there's still a storyline, so you can like be a complete dick if you want to, and then like that'll have consequences happen. Or like you can just be like the nice dude, or kind of in the middle. Pretty much, all decisions you can make. And there's
I think more.
like
What do you get out of it?
Like
What
I
does
said,
it
for
do
those
for you?
it's like a narrative, so it's just like it's kind of like you're watching a movie, but like you're playing a movie because there's a lot of dialogue you got to do and everything, and
So-
then like the cinematics are fucking crazy.
What about you, Matt? What does it do? Like, what does gaming do for you mentally?
I don't know, just like at the end of the day, like you can just come home and just fucking like I don't know,
Unload?
just pretty much.
Really?
Just
So
like
it's
a very
release.
good stress reliever in a way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay. So it's like me sitting down and playing guitar, even though I should do it that more. But
yeah, like just with anything.
It's
It's
just
just,
something
it's
to
just a
just
good little
Agreed.
fucking. Huh?
like you dissolve into it.
Yeah,
Like you just like let your mind just be like, okay, work was shit, and here's this thing where I'm just
Yeah.
gonna not
Yeah,
focus on
exactly.
that.
play any game
And you
just
get to
like
talk to your
fucking just
friends.
chill. Yeah, and you can socialize on there too. So you're talking to your friends and everything like that too.
And everybody's talking shit.
Yeah, you know,
Right. Everybody
you can
hates
hang out
everybody.
without like going somewhere. You know, you
Okay.
can just hang out.
Okay. So it's like band practice for me.
Basically,
Because when everybody's gone, I'm still like, no, we could practice more. But you can't play music for 4 hours. Do you ever just get fucking tired of it though?
Oh yeah.
You ever just take a week off?
Oh, it's been at least a week and a half since I played anything. Except well, today, like literally, like
But you've been moving. I'm just wondering,
Right.
have you ever been stationary and took like a week off?
yeah. I mean, there's been plenty of times I just hadn't played anything. Yeah, you just get tired of it because like you don't want to I don't want to always sit at the house and do nothing.
Right.
That's just usually like, oh, it's been raining every fucking day I get off, so I can't go out like on trails or do whatever, play disc golf or anything. So then I end up gaming for a fucking week and a half straight, and like, I mean, yeah, I get burnt out eventually.
What about
Like,
you, Matt?
About what?
What about you?
About what?
You ever just give it up? Week or two?
Give up video games?
Just for like a week or two.
oh yeah, like you know, sometimes I definitely get burned out, like he said. But you know, I go play disc golf, like he said, and you know, I do other things as well. You know,
Right.
There'll
See,
be-
I don't
I'll go on like spurts. We're not playing video games
'cause-
all the time. You know,
Oh, right. Because when I think of gamer, I think I think cliche things like nerd, mom's basement, like, I'm just gonna go in here and play my video games for till the fucking end of fucking time. Seemingly, I'm not good with it. So like me, it's, even with that game where you have to go outside and play it, I'm like an hour out. I'm like, shit, man, I could have been at home doing something different.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I can if something like comes out I've been wanting to play for a while or just
right?
like-
Oh, binge
like-
on that shit.
yeah, oh no, it's happening, and then I can not get tired, and then like get pissed off because I'm too tired and I keep falling asleep, so then I gotta go to sleep.
Oh my god!
Dude, I'll be playing and falling
It's
asleep.
only-
I'll be playing and falling asleep all the fucking time.
Like, gotta work the next morning. It's 3.
Dude, yeah,
Yeah,
you get
but
sucked into
then-
playing all the fucking time.
Yeah, you got stuck at work
But-
way too long or something.
But here's what I'm
Like,
saying.
You
like-
haven't looked at your phone in
Okay, so,
hours,
well,
so you just look at it.
What I'm hearing is like you know you have a character like in a movie that
But you are it.
You are it, and you know it's like the way you get connected to a character in a movie, and it
But it's
draws
just
you
longer.
in.
It's just
it draws
longer.
you in.
Right,
You know, it
it's
just
Kinda.
it's-
Kinda, yeah.
You know, it's like that, but you get to be that person in this realm. So that you know, this is coming from somebody who doesn't play video games and hasn't for a long time.
Mhm.
Although I would.
Oh yeah, it's like I said. Sometimes it's like that, and like because if it's not like creative or like you know if the storyline's dumb or some shit, or it'll throw off the whole like feeling of it. And I'll be like, fuck this. So if it's not fun, I don't want to play it. But I can play shit that's just fun that has no fucking point and be fun.
So you do the story modes? You do the story modes?
Yeah, I'd
do?
always do story modes. Like, you know, I really love, you know, like RPG games like, you know, like Skyrim and like Assassin's Creed too.
Oh, yeah.
You know, those games are fucking badass. Like, I really love those games. Like, I love playing like, I played all 2 of those games and play like Assassin's Creed 2, the 3. Have y'all played any of those?
No, not me.
What?
Cody
Yeah,
probably
me.
has.
Oh, okay. What did you think about it?
No, I'm saying I do like it.
The story modes,
that's something
like,
I
not
can
the
get kind of
online.
burnt out on because like it's really repetitive for a while after you get it to.
That's the only story modes I really know. Like, you know,
No, I mean the closest thing I ever got to a story mode was Mortal Kombat.
dude, I never really played any story modes other than those.
And that's
It's
just
like
going
regular
up
RPG
Up
games.
the tower.
right.
It
And
tells
see,
you.
those don't really have a point except just you know
See,
try
I
to
get.
beat everybody in this. And
Well, that's how I get like the turn your brain off thing like that. If I play Mortal Kombat, it's for the sole purpose of not having to think. Dude, I never fucking win. I don't beat anyone, and if I go online, I lose every single match. But it's just cool to be able to just.
I play Mortal Kombat just like if I'm talking shit to Caleb. You know, my buddy Caleb. Like,
Shout out to Caleb.
yeah,
talking
shout out to
shit.
Caleb Murray. I don't doubt
Fuck you,
he's
Caleb.
listening. He's probably not listening. You know, I mean, whatever.
Uh,
But
He might, man. You're on it.
I don't know, man. I told him about it today. I was like, dude.
But you wouldn't. Here's what's weird to me. Like you. I think he actually hit it. You can actually be the character, whereas in like you wouldn't just sit down and watch a movie that's 2 hours long and then watch
Yeah,
that
it's the
movie
same.
again. But you wouldn't watch the movie again.
In a sense.
Right.
So, but you'll play a character in a game for 4 hours for real. I know for a fact. I know him for a fact because he's texted me through gaming sessions like I'm still doing this whatever. I don't even know what you'd call it. Bout.
Like you just,
This
I don't know if I ever
Level.
said bout,
probably not.
but
Well, and I'm sure you have too.
I don't like the
marathon
attacking.
gamed your way through some long nights.
Yeah, like, back in when I was at all right, here's the deal. Like when I grew up, I didn't have any like online shit, like ever.
Me
No.
either. Yeah, me either.
And then whenever like when I lived like in the boonies where we had no like good internet or anything like that. And when we got to college, me and my buddy Andrew, we roomed together and we finally had online.
Right.
So, dude, that's when I fucking found Call of Duty. That's when I fucking found all my live shit. Like
So
I fucking
you literally were just like, I've been missing.
holy
the fuck out.
fuck. Like,
your brain
this
just
is
exploded.
2010. Like it's been
Right.
out a while,
Oh yeah, damn.
And dude, I was fucking like binging on that shit hard, like through like 4 a.m. And I was like up doing like studying, quote unquote studying,
Right.
whatever the fuck, and then playing video games.
yeah.
And dude, then ever since then, like I've been
Just
fucking
been hooked on it.
yeah.
Man,
Every
that's
now and then,
crazy.
like I'll wait, every now and then nowadays, I'll catch myself on a Friday night, like staying up till like 2 or 3 playing.
Dang.
But like
bro, I can't say shit, man. I was. Out
I'm not
till 1
playing through the
o'clock last
night. I'm not playing through the night or nothing.
Right. Well, the older you get, that's more threes, like pretty much through the night. Like, I got to get at least 3 hours.
Right.
yeah.
Well, come on, man. I really don't know anything about any of this. It's confusing to me, honestly.
Oh no.
It's the oldest part of, like, that's the old man in me. He's gaming.
PUBG has definitely consumed my gaming.
You
for
and
a while.
everyone else. Everyone I know is either on fucking PUBG or Fortnite. They're playing it on their phone, on their console, because I think it's on everything, correct?
Yeah. I've got it on my phone.
See.
and everything too. Just like
That's crazy, man. That's
it's the
fucking
same
crazy.
fucking game.
Does it cross-platform?
No.
Whatever you do in that
No,
one, does it?
does.
No?
Mm-mm.
That's kind of a bitch.
Yeah, whose first console was Atari?
No. No, I'm not that old.
I don't know about
First.
that.
My dad didn't have one, so my first console. That's a good one. My first console was the Super Nintendo, and I had been over to
Okay,
friends'
my
houses.
first was 2.
NES.
Uh, you had a regular NES. See, I had friends who had the regular
it was,
NES.
It was actually my dad who had the Atari.
Right. Well,
So
I have an Atari.
you have an Atari.
I have an Atari.
Really?
like a vintage one.
Really.
What about you, man? What was your first console? Like, I'm not saying what your
Ooh,
dad
okay.
showed you. I'm saying like, what was mine was the Super
Okay.
Nintendo. That my
I can
dad,
dig this.
Yeah.
I dig this. All right. My very first one was like the gray regular Nintendo. The gray one where you fucking shoot
Yeah,
the
the-
damn but
Yeah, the NES is what we're saying.
Is that what you were talking about?
Mhm.
Mhm.
Oh fuck. Okay. Yeah,
Well,
that's what I started out with.
You started out with the original, okay?
Mario Duck Hunt.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Combo,
Old school
and-
square controller with the fucking
Oh yeah.
2
Yeah.
buttons.
Man.
I have one. It's right down there in that drawer. I don't ever play it.
Oh shit.
Well, the games barely work, dude. I mean, it's fucking how fuck it came out the year I was born, so it's 34 years old.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
absurd. Or 35, depending on the month. Maybe it's
I
older.
had a Sega Genesis
Oh yeah.
at one point. That was my next one. Sega Genesis.
Yeah, no,
Same.
dude. My neighbor had a Genesis, so I actually kind of got the best of both worlds, and I was buddies with him. So like, I didn't have to buy the Genesis. I just go across the street and play Sonic.
That
Or
is so much like that was my neighborhood when I was a kid. Yeah.
Everyone traded,
I had a
that's how
buddy
we
who
did it.
had
Yeah.
one thing, and this guy had a whole like tub of games.
right.
And
And
it was-
nowadays, all you have to do is own a cell phone.
yeah,
Right.
right, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Here's a fucking gaming world that's bigger than any movie store could ever fucking hold, and it's just in your pocket.
Oh yeah, no, because you can. That's what gets me bored on Burnout and shit. I know I have so many options now.
Oh, I
Because
can't
used to,
even
yeah,
imagine.
like you said, you had the games you had, or like, what'd you bring over? Fuck, I forgot this game.
Like right now,
Like,
you have your
oh.
iPad here. Do you have any games on it?
Let's see.
Let's see.
I
just
don't
wanna-
fucking know.
Okay. On my phone right now, I have 3 games 2 word games
I
and
really don't
Pokemon
have
Go.
any fucking games on here at all.
Wow, that is actually surprising.
I know. I don't really use this. I use my phone if I'm playing
Oh,
games.
okay.
I can tell you
Okay.
if I have any.
What about you, Cody?
I probably
How many
play-
games are on your
Oh
phone?
my god.
A lot.
Is it hundreds?
No, it's not that many, but I've got a lot of like the VR ones that I play.
Oh, right, because you do that.
Mm-hmm.
You're the only like one of 2 people I know that do VR right now.
I got PUBG
Well, like I
on
said,
my
I don't
phone.
have like.
Of course. Well, I don't.
And PUBG on my iPad.
I'm definitely far away from. I don't think I'll ever do VR. I don't know, man.
I can bring my little thing over.
I know. I just don't think I'll give a fuck enough. I just don't.
It's not something I spend a lot of time on. It's just kind of cool for certain things.
I think in certain aspects, VR is like super awesome. I just think for me, I'm the guy that's running into walls.
Oh, I don't like have like a
I'm
vibe
playing
or
Snake versus Block running into walls right as you said that.
Oh,
yeah, like you
so
can't like
Snake.
walk around with
Funny.
this.
So I have
Oh, you
that
can't?
one game on here right now.
So you have one game.
Yeah.
So Cody's the winner in this one.
For what?
You have one game on your phone, really?
Seriously, it's just PUBG. That's all I have on my phone.
That's actually surprising. But you work hard though. Your job's hard.
Yeah.
I know, but I mean, I'm still surprised I don't have any. I really thought I did.
That actually is kind of surprising.
I mean, I used to. I played like the whole Words with Friends and all that bullshit.
I did that one, yeah.
I did all that.
Basically, internet Scrabble.
Yeah, basically.
Cody, what are you doing?
I did the Luminosity
Y'all remember the?
while it was free.
What the fuck is that?
Dude, it's like this weird. It'll have like a bunch of colored animals, just 2-dimensional, almost like a cardboard, but it's digital, you know. So, and they'll be going real fast in a row. And when you get up to the level of that, there's all kinds of games. There's word games. It's like brain teasers.
Oh,
brain
okay,
teasers.
okay.
It's brain teasers.
Oh,
and,
they had
and
a commercial.
illusionary and like illusion, like. You know, like you gotta pick what color this goes with this, and da 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 da, and you're like got a timer.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
had a
You know, and then
commercial.
it, like,
Luminosity.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
for the brain training.
yeah, yeah. And I
Okay.
had like, and with the free version, you could go pretty far. Like,
Right.
You know, you could do a lot with it.
Before they were
You
like,
still
hey,
got-
buy the
and you
Pro.
yeah, but now it's everything.
Well, everything's in-app
That's how
purchases.
it is. They put it out free, and then it's,
Well, I fucking hate that too, man, because especially in the app culture world, everything has gone to that. Well, because I fucking love filmmaking, and that's actually what this episode was supposed to be. We can touch on it a little bit.
Yeah.
But for every app I get, for every film thing I want to do, every photography thing I want to do, for every app that has like this specific feature. So the app's free, but if you want that feature, it's $20 fucking. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, man! I literally right now everything's going to that, dude. It's like it's self-serve everything. So Netflix, Hulu. And if you want this one show, you have to have that thing. It used to be cheaper, and now I feel like it's just as much as cable, if not more. Because now I'm paying for. I literally have
it's
4
real competition.
Well, I have 4 streaming sites because they all have different stuff that I watch. I have my music streaming site, which I just use the regular Apple Music, but that's $15 because I do the family share, so everyone can use it. So that's $15 more. And then every app I download is. Not only is it free to maybe like $5, I cut it off at $5. If it's more than $5, eat it. And then after I buy that app, the one feature I wanted, which is always a pro feature, go fucking figure. It's $5 to $20 more to unlock the pro
They just,
version.
like milk you. Yes.
Always.
So, dude, like literally a lot of my income, which is kind of that's on me, goes to just that kind of shit. Just
Damn.
every, I bought a.
We get nickel and dimed everywhere.
Everywhere. It's everything now, dude.
Everywhere.
I can't even imagine that one of these days that's literally how we're going to live. Like your refrigerator. Actually, Amazon actually has plans to literally do that where they give you a refrigerator, put it in your fucking house. This is real. You can look it up. And it'll have a port through your home. And a drone will deliver stuff every day. He's like, man, he likes tacos on Tuesday. And you'll open your fridge and taco gear will be in there. But here's the
Wow.
crazy shit. It won't charge you until you pull it out. So once you take it out of the fridge, then you're charged for it. That's a real thing they're working on. It's in their manifesto they
Well, you
released,
put
I
it
think,
back.
earlier this year, or, well, then it would
I wouldn't
rescan.
take it out.
But if you take it out, no, and use it, right? So if you use it, I mean, leftovers are a different thing because it's obviously going to know. It's going to be smart. It'll have fucking probably cameras in there and checking like what's what. Probably some sort of scanning and weight system.
So
Just like a.
wait,
I bet
it's
people
like
won't
a
want
fridge by
that.
them.
Right?
Oh no, everyone will want that. Are you
You
kidding
think?
me? Oh, 100%.
Even
You
with
can-
all the
dude, literally,
cameras, people will be like, "Oh,
Well, you got to think.
government."
They're building right now in where we're at in Arkansas. They're building a fulfillment center, which means we're going to be able to get a lot of things same day. There's places in California you can get it same hour. So just imagine when you get home, and now right now you see it right now at Kroger and Walmart. You drive up, and you've already ordered it on your phone, and this lady brings it out to you.
Yeah.
Well, that
Right.
shit's already so many fucking people use it. It's already the next day. You can no longer get it immediately. It's already the next day. You have to order it for the next day. So when Amazon comes along with their fucking drones, unreal amount, and it's down there at their hub, and you're like, fuck, man, I wanted pizza, but now I really want bratwurst and chili. And you go on your fucking phone, and you're like, bratwurst, chili, deliver. 30 minutes fucking later, the shit's in your refrigerator, and you didn't even know it showed up. You've already paid for it. It's just there. You tell everyone would want that.
What's driving the drone? That's what I want to know.
The GPS, brother.
Is it just like automatic?
yes.
Is it just automatic
Yes.
getting there, or
Yeah,
is someone?
no, they're
is there
fulfill-
like an employee working,
No.
driving it?
Think about like a
No.
UPS truck, but it's in the air,
And no
I know,
one's
but-
in it.
so
no,
it can go.
Is it just going
It's
What
Okay,
if it
so-
hits something?
No,
as
no.
the
Oh,
bird
don't fucking
flies,
shit up,
you know,
man.
it can
I know
go
it.
It'll-
faster.
They've
instead of
already-
taking roads
No,
and
listen.
traffic. And
They've already worked
yeah.
on this stuff, dude. If it falls, they just send you another one and they deal with the mess. So
I don't trust
okay,
it.
here, dude, it already is that way. When you okay, so you've ordered something from Amazon before, right?
Yeah.
Of course.
There is a solid chance that not a single human touched that order. Because they have a robot that goes, picks it out of a bin if it's at a fulfillment center, or if it's shipped from a company, that's a totally different story. But if it's at Amazon, if it's from Amazon, it'll say from Amazon. It'll go, it'll pick the fucking thing out, put it in its package, and I think the only thing a human does is scan it to go through. So, like, most of the process was all automated. Then, from now, what will happen is a robot will go get it. It'll go to this drone docking bay thing. The drone will pick the motherfucker up, and it'll fly directly to your address. It'll have sensors. It'll know that, hey, this is this customer. He has one of these special boxes or
crazy.
landing sites. It'll be right there waiting on you.
That's wild.
100%.
Okay, so do they have like a concept of this already up that you can see? Because I'm
Or
curious.
you
like,
can. The only
do you have-
concepts I saw were of the hives. They're going to do the drones in hives, kind of like a bee would. It's pretty smart design. So there's literally hundreds of them in this hive, and then they're just coming in
Are
landing.
they going to have multiple hives?
Oh, I
or
would
just,
assume, yeah, throughout the city.
I
yeah.
meant like the fridge thing for you to say like they're gonna load up the fridge. Like, do you have to dedicate a fucking side of your house and like build that
no,
shit
no,
into
no,
the
no,
wall?
no. Well, it's already,
Like-
dude. You can already get the fucking UPS guy to put shit in your home now. Yeah, there's a thing you can go on UPS and have that to where they have a special lock that only they can unlock, or boxes even. There's like a box you can put outside of your home, and they have a thing, and only their thing will open that lock, and you have one too, and then they open it, stick the box in there. It's to cut down on theft.
Mm-hmm.
Well, eventually, the goal, you can just look it up. It's in writing at the moment, but their goals that they listed out is to be able to just, you fucking show up at home and the shit's just sitting right there waiting on you. It's just there.
Okay, so
That's
you're just
the goal.
saying it gets delivered.
Yeah, but
Then-
with the food, no, the food is an actual refrigerator that was talked about where the food will just show up and it'll learn your eating habits.
Well, I think
Like
you- I
every
think-
Thursday, this motherfucker eats spaghetti, so
Yeah, I
there's
think-
going to be spaghetti.
I think he was
Okay.
getting at like, how is it gonna get in there? Were you?
That's
No?
where I was confused. Like, if you were saying like, yeah, it gets shipped to you like at a certain time and like it knows like the food and everything, but I was thinking like they have like their own fucking fridge that just like
Yeah.
loads itself up from like
No,
the back.
think of
or
like a
something.
dumbwaiter.
Yeah,
It'd just
with,
be a
with like
hole.
doors that open from the, so it can
Yeah.
come from like, the exterior,
Like a doggy
put it
door.
in your,
How does your
like
dog
a
get in and out of
doggy
the house?
door?
Yeah.
I want to know
Doggy
how
door
it
for
drops
your
it off.
drone
How does
door.
it drop it off?
It comes in. I mean, it's going to be laser guided precision. Dude. It's not going to hit anything. It's a drone. It's going to sit
That's not what
level,
I'm worried about.
Okay.
and it'll
But
go
is
in
it going to duck
land.
under a porch? It's not going to duck under a
No,
porch.
no,
right? It's
no,
just
it's
going to
not
like
gonna be
land outside,
complicated.
right?
No, it'll land in the fucking hole, Yeep. And then it'll just drop the shit off.
There's a hole.
There would have to be a hole,
Okay.
but it would have a door, obviously,
Yeah.
an automatic door.
Okay, let's say this is what I'm curious about. Like, what do you have to install?
That's
in your
wild
fucking
just to
house
think about. I don't know.
for this to be-
It's
Here's the
probably
deal.
their
That's crazy. Here's
the
refrigerator
deal.
that's
Hey,
made for it.
Well,
They
here you
install
go.
it.
You don't think about how to fucking install your electrical outlets. So right now it's weird. But in the future, when they're building homes with the hole already in it, you won't even fucking think about it. It'll just be a hole that you've always known is there. Your
Right.
kids would never know a different world. Just like you don't question why the fucking electricity works.
I mean,
Okay.
What do you mean question?
We're
how
just,
the
we
electricity
live,
works?
exactly. It's so fucking common. You don't walk into your house and your outlets and go, now how the fuck is that going to get power from here to X?
You
Because
don't think I've thought
know.
about that before? Me? Yeah.
All I'm saying
I
is
think
eventually the future generations won't even think about the hole in the house. It'll just be
Yeah.
commonplace.
No,
That's
right.
crazy.
No,
That's
I was
gonna be
just
cool.
curious about
That's gonna be
just,
awesome.
Like now.
It's
if
for
you
us to
wanted
figure out. I don't
Mhm.
know if I'm right. I'm just saying all they mentioned was fridge, and for me, that's not the drone coming into your fucking house. It's coming in through the back.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even going to be noticeable. They want it to be like you live at the supermarket and you can just literally summon any fucking thing
Yeah,
you
no,
want
that's what
within
I was
30
saying.
minutes.
That's
Like, do you
awesome.
have to like? It would have
That's
to have an
gonna be cool.
outside door or some
It would
shit
have
to do
to.
that. So I'm saying, do you dedicate like this
or
wall to be in
a
that
chimney.
fridge?
What if it had its own version of the hive where it came in and then lowered itself down just directly into the fridge like a smokestack?
That could be a thing.
And then just the top slit open so when it's raining and shit, rain wouldn't get down in there. But then you have water issue problems. You have leakage problems because the shit on chimneys leak all the time.
That
it
kind of
has to be
service, though, how that has to be high dollar, right?
Not with Amazon, dude. They're going to take over the fucking world. That's not a conspiracy. That's just the truth. They're the fastest.
It's gonna be its own currency. It basically already is.
They're taking over everything.
It's
You
its own-
want another reason why everything is shutting down is fucking Amazon.
Yeah.
And everyone's going to go to online before they are able to just control it all. You already see it, man. You already order your groceries before you get to the grocery store. Soon, a grocery store will be nothing more than a hub that you go park at and someone brings you your groceries. And the very next logical step is you won't even go to the fucking store.
Mm-hmm.
They'll start with delivery, which you can already do with the food and stuff, with the Uber Eats and all that kind of stuff. So you're already seeing it. And the very next logical step is 100% you don't even have to fucking answer the door. It's no longer a human. It's a robot dropping the shit off.
And how long are we talking? You think
20 years,
You think 20 years?
20, 30.
That's gonna be cool. Oh, can't wait.
You mean I can play video games and not have to think about pizza? Oh my God. Wait, that was a hell of a tangent. I love the future, but it is scary because that's some VR headset
We went from
world shit.
video games to Amazon taking over.
Well, think about that.
That's cool.
Now you're in
Like I
your
said,
VR
many
world.
times.
Hey, did y'all see Ready Player One?
No, I still haven't watched that yet.
You hit pause and you go order some stuff on Amazon, and then you're
Oh, here's
still in
the-
VR.
No, here's the great thing. You won't even have to hit fucking pause, dude. Heads up displays, AR, all that shit. AR and VR are going to mind meld. They're going to go to each other for sure. There's going to be a VR game, and Cody's going to be like, he's going to have his fucking headset on looking like an
ready for-
asshole and just be like, man, I could really go for some nachos. And a little thing up in the corner of your fucking eye is going to go, ding, order nachos. And you're just going to go, beep, with your little fucking clicker. And all of a sudden, 30 minutes later, nachos are going to show up. Now he will have to take his headset off to cook said nachos, but
I heard that they're about to start doing the VR shit with sports. And
Yes.
start doing
Oh,
like,
they do
like
that,
buy
right?
your fucking ticket and watch it like
And
that.
watch it live, yeah.
You can watch it from someone's helmet cam,
you
maybe,
can literally
or
watch it from the guy batting.
right,
Yeah.
and shit like that.
You're
Yeah,
literally in the fucking game.
if they start doing helmet cams, like
Here's a
oh
cool
my
part,
God,
dude.
you can buy unlimited amount of
100%,
tickets.
100%. You know what they've already started doing, and you can actually do these a little bit, is VR concerts. You
No,
can
yeah,
you want
I've
to be
done
the
it.
fucking
my God,
drummer
those.
anything.
for fucking Pink Floyd. You can literally go to an old thing, and they've computer generated. Now you're seeing it from his perspective. You're seeing the hands move. You're seeing everything, and there's just 20,000 fucking people in front of you, and you're the drummer for Pink Floyd.
Yeah, they do free ones every now and then. So like I've watched like a couple like basketball, football games just to see what it's like. And like they've got the cameras down pretty cool where like they just put you in the perfect spot and they just keep moving you around because they have so
Right.
many cameras.
And I think the future, my personal belief is that the future of gaming is, I think Pokemon Go and all those games, well, that's the precursor. Soon it will be just real life. Like the VR stuff right now, you're kind of secluded in a thing. But like me and you were talking the other day, when they get those aspect ratios down to 1-to-1, where you go into this warehouse and it's an overlay. So that it creates this whole world, but there's a staircase over here and there's a world up there too. See, right now, if you ran up that staircase, you're a dead bitch. You're breaking all your bones, and you're gonna die. It's not proper. You won't see it correctly. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? It's not real life 1-to-1 aspect ratio. when they get there and we can all four just go into this building that's empty, and then all of a sudden it's an actual war zone because you put on your AR and your VR goggles, and now you see everything differently, and you're holding a stick, but it's a fucking AR-15 or whatever it is they use.
Yeah.
And you can run up that staircase in real fucking time, and
Dude,
there's a dude waiting at the top for you to blast shit all over.
There's
They
a
have
movie
those.
like that. There's a movie like that. I'm trying to remember what it is.
Well, there's Ready Player One that just came out, which is pretty much that, only a little bit more dystopian. They still have those running
Yeah,
boards.
it's a dystopian style movie.
They do have places like this already.
Okay, but I'm saying eventually it'll be like.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm saying what I'm saying is that's where it's you're seeing it, but what I'm saying is the future is not console based. The biggest thing you're going to have to put on is a backpack and maybe a suit so you can feel everything. You know what I'm saying? Because you want to be able to have the real time haptic feedback.
Yeah, no. They got
Like
It'd just be
laser
like
tag.
a vibration suit or something.
But that's what,
right?
and I understand they already have this stuff. This is stuff that exists now, but it's unreal expensive, and honestly,
yeah.
in the future
No, for
too,
sure.
your phones will be able to generate the power that it'll take to have something like that.
Right.
Soon you won't need shit but a fucking pair of Ray-Bans with a heads-up display and your cell phone dodged in your pocket, and boom, you're in a fucking AR gaming world. Unreal.
No, that's what I like. It's like we'll do like about AR. Like you can pull it up on your phone right now. But yeah, if you could literally see it, like you said, just get a pair of glasses and just wear those and just
We've
like
already-
see like subways over here, cool, or just
And
like directions and shit.
There was that thing when they started doing the AR on the iPhone thing. They actually did a preview of an app, and it was like, that's the future. It was like, I want Wendy's. And the guy took his phone and he held it up, and he literally just turned his phone like this, and then
Yeah.
it went Wendy's, and you tapped on it, and it automatically loaded GPS direction right to that Wendy's in real fucking time. Like, and that was like 5 phones ago. So we've been
yeah.
going towards this, but. So we're the unlucky sons of bitches that have to see all the shitty parts. Like all of our kids, they'll just be like your kid. I think you're the only. You got a kid?
No,
No,
I
no
do
kids. No kids. Cody, no kids. Me,
No.
Jason, Jasper.
I got one.
So
And
he's
he's about to be one.
one.
And anytime I have my phone out,
He grabs it.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's already
See?
in them.
So I'm already like, I want to play music, but I don't want you to see this. There's music playing. You don't know where it's coming from. You're just a baby. Da, 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 da.
They're so smart, dude. They're so smart now.
Yeah.
It's like innate. They pick those fucking things up. My friend, every friend I have that has a kid.
Oh, like 9, 10-year-olds
Dude, it's
will
unreal.
grab my phone and be like, "You don't have this game? You don't have this app?"
Okay, so last night
and they'll
I'm at
download it. And they'll play it and they'll show it.
Yeah,
to me.
literally.
Yeah.
So last night I'm at fucking Emery and O Sleeper, Vino's kick-ass show. Y'all missed it. Sorry, I got to rub it in a little bit.
Sorry.
But so my friend brings his 10-year-old daughter, right? And the band that we would have O Sleeper's on, and it's like, oh my god, I'm seeing O Sleeper and Vino's for the first time in a decade. Like, this is fantastic. And you look over, and what's she doing? She's on the phone, literally just like playing a game. And her dad reaches over and goes, "Hey," and slaps her on the hand. Well, not slap, but you know what I mean. Like
Right.
taps her on the hand, and it's like, do you see what's going on right now?" And it's like, man, that really it just shows you how fucking real where it's going is.
Oh
'Cause
yeah.
she would be just as content and just as happy putting a VR headset on and watching the concert from her living room, and it would be the same. I feel like for her, she doesn't disassociate the two like we do. Like me, when I put a VR on, I tried it at a store one time, which is probably not the most conducive place to try VR, but I was just like, it's fake. I can tell it's fake. I'm not in awe. And it was one of those like, I guess it was supposed to be scary. It's like a zombie
Yeah.
game, but it was just an ad, not an ad, but what's the word?
Demo.
It was a demo.
Mm-hmm.
And I had it on for like 30 seconds. Maybe I just didn't give it a shot, but like I was just like unenthusiastic as fuck about it. But I don't know, Matt, let's get to you. Have you done any VR stuff yet?
Yes, I was at a New Year's Eve party once, and this dude had a VR system. I can't remember what it was called, and he let me play it, and I put it on, and it was like you said, a demo. And I was on some train, and you had 2 little handles, and it was like You know, just like
those little trigger
it
handles,
was like little
right?
trigger
Yeah.
handle. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it was. And you had to like demo and you had to like practice picking up shit, and you basically just squeeze the trigger when you picked up shit, and then once you stepped out the train, all these people came out and you had to like pick up a gun and pull the trigger.
Right.
You know, it's just fucking you know. It wasn't scary. Like I saw everyone freaking out and shit when they were playing it, but it was confusing. It was fucking kind of disorienting. I didn't want to trip over anything,
Right.
but yeah,
So it's like kind of like I think it's lackluster right now. I think it's a cool idea, but like I said, one of these days
It could
be
work.
where like you know how right
it's
now
pretty
you-
realistic. Like
Oh,
you,
dude, for
it's pretty
sure.
cool.
But right now you said you have to pick up those sticks, and they have the little triggers and the little thumb. I don't even know what those are called. The little thumb wheels,
Yeah,
the track D pads,
joystick?
joystick. They got the little joysticks on top.
There you
Shut up, Cody.
go.
Old ass.
Just neglected ass. I don't pay attention.
No, they've got
to it.
like a bar you can buy that like shoots up like kind of like a Kinect
lasers?
does. Like
Yeah.
and then it'll just do your hand motion.
Okay,
and shit,
okay,
too.
that's what I'm thinking.
they
more.
do have that.
Okay, so I'm thinking more along the lines of that's where that's got to be, because holding on to something and then having to make motions that aren't that same motion to pick something up. Like I'd rather just be able to reach down, see in real time that I'm reaching down, grab the gun or whatever it is,
Yeah.
or baseball bat if I'm going to play them fucking, you know, I'm playing where the Cubs win the World Series because they haven't won another one since, and this technology is awesome. So I'm
Playing
the
a
batter
sports
that
game would be
gets
nuts.
the last bat. I think that's the first big one.
Something like that, I would see. I would want to be holding something
Right.
to like feel like a bat or something. But I get what you're saying, where you
You could
just want to be
see
able to just do your
everything. That'd be
shit.
just nuts. You know,
Dude,
I
could you
feel like it'd be
imagine?
easy.
I think sports is probably the first venue where we're going to see these things. Sports and music. Because gaming is already doing it, but it's
And music. You like?
there's-
I didn't even think about concerts
there's
until
too
you
many
said something.
peripherals for gaming. You got to have a gun
Yeah.
and a guitar and all this stuff, and it's like, well, actually, for the live concert, you just have to sit there and be a fan if you want to. It doesn't take anything besides just being in the room. I was listening to a guy talk about how future concerts will literally be a band in their practice space, and once every few months they're going to go, hey, we're having a concert, and everyone will literally just log in, and all of a sudden you're on a stage, even though you'll have VR on too. Like Cody, when me and you play shows, if we're still doing this in the future, we'll just put VR headsets on and actually play, and they're just there in the room. We'll see them, and they'll see us, but no one's actually there. We're just having band practice.
Yeah, people wanted to pay to watch all band practice.
But it looks like a concert because they're not there, and technically we're the only ones in the room.
How could you make it look like a concert again?
Because it's VR, you can do whatever you want. Yeah, I can make it look like I'm playing the fucking the square up in the Madison Square Garden. I could be like, you know, my band Lame Johnny, we're going to be playing Madison Square Garden on April 15th, 2030. And everyone in 2030 is going to go, oh, they're at the Garden, man. You know, blah, 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 whatever. That'll be a cool venue to see that band. And then they just go, boop. And then all of a sudden, we're all in Madison Square Garden. I'm on stage. You're in the crowd.
Man, there's no telling where something goes. There's really, like we talked about, there's a lot of places it could go.
So there's too many. But I just try to think about, like, where in general. Because you can see a few things already starting to happen.
Yeah,
Man,
something like that
it's
just
crazy.
wouldn't, like to me wouldn't
With
feel
the
right.
VR.
Like it'd be different. Like it's cool to like see some shit like that. Like I said, I watched a couple concerts and just kind of see where it's going, like off of based on that. But like I'd still want to go to like actual shows and shit because it's fucking different
Well,
than just watching the shit.
but here's the deal. Again, for us,
Sen-
We'll do that.
sensory.
It's true.
Yeah,
But
look at
sensory,
that. It's true.
yeah.
There is
Moving
a
is
very-
one thing, but VR, I mean,
But
you
I'm
know,
afraid
how are you gonna feel bass and like like
Haptics.
feel the music?
they might come up with
haptics.
some vest or some shit. You never know where it's gonna go from.
no, I know. I'm saying, but we're all old school technically. Like you guys do more technologically than I do, I think, as far as like the things you do and try out in a day's time. I mean, the most interaction
Sure.
I'll get is this phone. But I'm saying to us that makes sense because we know what a live concert is like. But to your son, if he just has to go like this and he's in that haptic suit and they make it feel the bass and they make you.
There's already a word for it.
And he's only
Yeah,
one,
he's-
right?
In 9 days.
Okay, so yeah, he's one.
Yeah.
Right. So like his world and viewing concerts, if his dad, if he's if technology progresses far enough before he's able to, what his dad deems as a necessary age to go to a concert, which is usually like 10 or something. I see some 6-year-olds at concerts, but it's just like, wow, they're always wearing like headphones, so you kind of miss out on the experience. But you know, if technology progresses far enough, instead of you having to get out of the house and do all these things and get through traffic, you'll just be like, oh, well, check this out, you know, and you'll slide that thing down on his face, and y'all can both have that headset on and just be like, now we're at whatever, watching Queen. We're at Live Aid, you know, watching Queen's performance. We're in the crowd.
You know, they're already doing that with streaming.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. But eventually,
so it's going to be video
you.
streaming.
Yes.
In VR.
And he'll have a suit on, and we'll all be having suits or whatever it is. I'll probably be dead as fuck.
Basically, yeah.
Do you think people in the audience could, like, give out their video, you know, for sale on VR
I would assume, sure.
eventually?
Yeah.
So people are going to make profit eventually off VR.
Oh, 100%. Well, check this out. Say,
You know, like,
say you're a video game developer, right? And you
Okay.
invent this game, whatever, but somebody else can invent a scene in the game, right? And then, and that's part of your platform. People can write their own scenes for this game, and then people can buy them as like whatever shell packs or however you want to. I don't really know what that would be called in a video game environment, but then so they're making money. It's just like Apple and Android, their place. I can make an app for my iPhone and sell it. How would your game be any different if you could just have this open space, be like, here's the model, you guys make what's in it.
It's a sandbox games.
There you go.
you
Like
know
a
what you could
sandbox.
do once you do?
So that's a real thing already.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
It's like
Hold on. What were you gonna say?
we're
I
learning.
was gonna say once you do like a you're doing like 3-dimensional shit. You can do
Yes.
3-dimensional shit with
Right.
this. So then you can even make like a bigger system to like do some like crazy shit, make like a 4-dimensional shit because they already have that
Right.
and it's going on like 4-dimensional, like you feel weather,
Feel, touch,
and
smell.
yeah, all that. And so this can only go like further and further and further. Like it's fucking nuts.
Well, it's gonna go until I think what they probably feel like is we just don't even understand the difference between reality and
Right.
VR.
Oh my god!
integrated.
And then they're gonna make that more secluded, and more like you can buy like a suit to make
Yes.
it all do
Right.
one thing and
Because
shit.
we're
We're gonna
already
implant.
Right?
We're already
Fuck,
starting.
I'm not sure about that far, but
they're already doing
we-
that places.
They might.
for a currency. I think.
There's a
the
business
Swiss,
that did it.
maybe.
Y'all watch Black Mirror at all?
No, but I
no,
know what
but
you're
I heard
talking
about all the.
I did. Yeah, I watched.
Like they have a video game episode. Like that's what the guy does is go around and he like beta test games for people and shit. And like he goes to this company and they just like inject him with something and then he just starts seeing shit. And then
What
it ends
the
up
fuck?
the same thing. Like, but it ends up crazy and ridiculous. Like if you don't watch that show, check it out. Every episode is different.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I heard it's awesome.
It took me a second to catch on to the flow of it, and then it was like, okay, I gotta expect these
Well,
like
wait. Every
dramatic
episode's different,
endings
right?
and
Yeah,
and-
shit, every
and-
episode is different, 100%. So one can be like scary and creepy and shit. One can be fucked up, and then one can be like kind of funny, or like whatever. Like they all have a kind of a dark twist, but like they're all literally separate, and only like the technology in it is what carries over. But
So it's all in the future.
no,
No, it's
No,
not
it's
all in
all
the
over
future.
the place.
Really? So there's some old school and some.
yeah, like I
shit?
said, it's all in this. It's all current time.
Okay.
It's just like there's certain things that we don't actually have that could be, I guess, in the future. But like it's still like nowish. Like,
okay.
like I said, every single one of them's different. So,
So it's like
none
it
of them
It
have
doesn't
anything to
go
do with anything.
historical.
So if it's like
See,
everything
I haven't
we
seen
had,
I haven't seen a damn episode, so. I'm just,
Like I said, if you watch one and you don't like it, try another one because it's gonna be something completely different.
Yeah,
Some of
I've
them
had it
are
weird me out, and then been like skip.
some of them are 45
Right,
minutes,
that's-
and then some are like
like,
up to an hour and a half or so.
Yeah.
Because like they said, they're all literally completely different.
it's,
Cool.
It's short films that are done in a series.
Yes,
A mini-series.
That's the perfect way to describe it.
Way to summarize.
Yes,
that sounds scary. I don't
they're
want
not.
that
They're
world.
not all scary.
Some of them are pretty.
Yeah, but I
pretty-
don't
pretty
want that
freaky.
world, man.
Like
But I'm old though, so
those are
that's
the ones
it's
I
not.
skip.
It's not for me. It's not for me. I don't think it's for any of us. I don't think any of us just want to be lying up in a cocoon, matrixed out, fucking.
Oh no,
Like, just instead of like the Matrix where it's like you're a battery, which is just fucking ridiculous. I'm talking like everyone just gets a thing. I mean, guaranteed in our lifetime, that's where school goes.
Oh yeah,
That's where it's going. You're
100%.
just gonna go
You
in
got so
your
many
home.
people, homeschooling right now. Then yeah, I don't see how that's not gonna.
You know, but it's a guaranteed way to get it done.
Yeah.
No more buildings, no more places for people to go. A teacher's in there. I mean, your teacher could just be in her house making coffee, going, "All right, Pythagorean theorem.
They
Let's
already
go."
have websites where you can literally like you homeschool them, but then like
With the
they
web.
do it on the web. Yeah.
Right.
Like
So-
you already do that, but yeah, I see what you're saying. Like we're like
Yeah. The next
you're
logical
alone,
step
but
is
yeah.
and you're in a classroom.
But see, that's so that's what I'm saying. It's gonna fucking fuck some people up because
Well-
that's where I met most of my friends that I hang out with. That's where you like
social skills.
Yeah.
Social
Like-
skills.
Well, it's
so
going to change.
important.
Well, that's it's going to change what social skills are.
That's what I'm saying.
Damn,
It's
that was a
Oh,
weird
fucking
fucking
man.
creepy because like you might not actually
Yeah.
hang out with anybody in real
No,
life.
you won't. You won't. I feel like you won't. I feel like that's where we're going because we're already starting. Dude, go to any fucking neighborhood and look at the amount of kids outside after school. It's
Yeah.
fucking 2 out of 100, right?
Look at
Yeah.
job ads.
Just anything like that, dude. Like,
There's always tons of
And-
job ads for
Well-
childcare.
well, I mean, there's that too. More and more kids are just at home, and more parents are just less trustworthy too.
I've went and gone like hung out with my sister before, like her friends, and they don't just like hang around and like talk and everything. Like literally, everybody's on their phone, like, oh hey, look at this.
But they're
This is what
commenting on each other's post in the same fucking room.
That's what I'm saying, but
Literally.
they're not like they're just showing each other shit. Like nobody's actually like just sitting down there talking.
When I've caught myself doing that shit and I shake my head, I'm like, did I really just fucking put a hearty emoji off something that my wife just fucking posted because we're on the couch together, supposedly watching a movie, but now we're fucking not.
We're both just doing this shit.
And I feel like, dude, if I'm doing that, if I
Supposedly
can get caught up
watching
in
a
that,
movie.
there's a lot of people getting caught up in that shit.
Oh yeah.
I know we were supposed to be talking about gaming, but we went into straight dystopian future on this episode. My God.
I
I
mean,
mean, no, a lot of it's current.
Well, I think a lot of it's
we covered
coming.
A lot of
I think a lot of
things
it's
that are,
coming. And you see kids, and I don't mean to be like, kids these days.
get off my lawn.
You can.
No, I'm saying it's not for us. I don't think the future world is for people like us. I think we're going to die off, and the whole
We're
group of
gonna
people that
be.
were raised
We're
up.
gonna be like the grumpy old men, like we saw.
Oh, 100%, except we're going to be in.
This is what you
Jail.
were saying. You're scared of not being able to tell like a game from real life. We're already merging fucking real life with games. That's why we got
Oh, I
talking
know.
about all this other shit because we're talking about games
Yeah.
and then just real life kind of mixed in.
I think that's where it's going. I think eventually, if you're at work, all right, say, Matt, say you're at work, dude. I
Okay.
mean, me and you both have similar jobs. It's hot. We work outside most of the day.
Right.
Yep.
This sucks.
You're on your fucking you drive a forklift. So you're
Yep.
on your forklift, and instead of having to just drive that fucking forklift, all of a sudden you have your glasses on because you just wear these glasses around because it's just like your phone is.
Okay.
You just so fucking commonplace. Everyone has on glasses, but now you're in a fucking Indy car, and now you're racing a motherfucker to that box of tile. All of a sudden, you just went from drolly ass, loud, propane powered 4-cylinder to straight up in the shit Indy 500, and you got to be the first ass to get that box of tile. Tell me your day is not already 1,000% better.
Yeah, like if I. Yeah.
Just,
And
if I could
Jason,
picture
you
that
just
shit.
hearing
Right.
that, just hearing that made my day better.
But
Yeah.
Jason,
That was a
but
good-
Jason,
I gotta ask, what kind of forklift do you drive?
I think it's a Honda.
It's
I'm
a
pretty
neat-
sure.
it's
It's
a-
a piece of shit,
it's a-
honestly. He
a
can
Honda
tell you
50.
it creaks like a motherfucker.
it's a Honda 50. He's the newest guy on the totem pole, so he gets the fucking
Right,
Snicker Fritz.
Yeah.
That's how I am on my crew.
And like my brother, I'm the boss's
yeah.
son.
But check
so
this out. Okay, so you do a lot of
They give
demo.
me the worst shit.
A lot of demo, finish work,
Okay.
like.
Okay, so check this out. Like his job, he's racing fucking people. Your job now, you're in fucking Mario, and you're busting Mario blocks, and it's giving you coins every fucking tile.
I spent half the morning in a dumpster.
Right.
Because the guy came for the dumpster and it was too heavy. So we had
So you're
to-
throwing shit out.
We had to throw shit out.
Okay,
we
well
had to
now
have a second dumpster
okay,
delivered.
okay, well now you're That dumpster's a real life Minecraft, and you're mining shit, right?
We did. We had to get chisels. Or,
I've been there.
A sledgehammer and
and
shit.
break shit
you know?
apart. Yeah.
because the masonry guys had poured their, the last of their when they were done, what they had
The mortar?
left over, the mortar. They had poured it out in this one spot.
So you got a goddamn boulder in your
between a bunch of drywall. So we're like pulling out this wet drywall, and then we finally get to the gold mine, and like me and dude go to grab like down around the bottom of it because we had a similar piece, and we're able to throw it. But this one was no. So it sat there for a while.
Jesus
But-
Christ.
It took like
But
2
like-
hours.
But like that's what I'm saying, man. It's gonna turn every ordinary, everyday thing into just like this what could be extraordinary thing. And it could be anything, dude. You could be racing, you could be fucking Mario Karting to that box of tile. It doesn't even have to be Indy 500. You could literally be like, I'm throwing turtle shells. And you're just driving like one-handed like you would normally, and you just throw a turtle shell. And in your space, that big-ass warehouse, it just goes in front of your own eyes, whoosh, now you're in Mario Land. And everything's real, one-to-one. You'll still never run into anything. You'll never hit
Are we talking
somebody.
about tripping balls? Or are we
No,
talking
bro.
about, are we talking about VR?
He's talking, VR
Same shit. The future is a LSD trip.
That's what it seems
Real
like.
life.
I
can dig it.
once heard a I don't know if it was a prominent activist or not, but it was some chick in Colorado, and she said that cannabis is the next Wi-Fi.
I don't know about that.
How is that?
Are you talking about
No,
like-
wait. Maybe she says cannabis is the next internet.
What, like
I
big
want to
thing?
know that too. How is
Huh?
that?
Like, because it's the next big thing?
I don't know. It just
I mean,
spawned thought. It's used.
Is that like a metaphor
spawned
or like
thought.
like?
I don't know
think
if
it's
it's a
a
metaphor.
literal.
I think it's a metaphor.
I think
Okay,
it's a
cool.
I think it's a metaphor. Yeah.
for
yeah.
maybe
It's
opening
not
up your
literal.
mind. I don't know, but
Yeah.
weed doesn't open up your mind, does it? It just makes me.
Well, no.
agree and
It
giggle.
does.
It depends on body
because-
chemistry.
I don't know.
It does because
I don't
That's
know.
where you go.
I really don't know.
How does fucking electricity get to my goddamn light?
that's why you question outlets. It's because weed.
It's because of things.
I lived out west for a number of years, so I got to know how like dispensaries worked and the different things in a
I
couple
can't wait.
in all the states. So
I-
I've never.
I inspected roofs. All right.
The only reason
And-
I don't
and there'd
smoke
be, like,
is because it's not legal.
Grandma and grandpa. This is in
Basically.
Oregon. Where it was legal to grow. Now it's.
Well, it's legal statewide now, right,
Yeah.
Morgan? It's
I
like just
guess.
Yeah, it's recreational.
Recreational. Is that the
Yeah.
word? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm up on the roof and I get to a part and I can see all their freaking pot plants in the little pot garden in the back, and I look and they're just kind of on their swing, just kind of like
Okay, well, there's
grandma
a
and grandpa just doing their thing. I'm
There's-
like, all right, I don't know, I'm like, I guess I'm just gonna
well,
do
there's
my
a job. There's a job you don't need VR for.
Yeah,
that
right,
one?
right.
What's going to make that job
Yeah.
better? Unless you have
You
like
still gotta
That's what I'm
build
saying. What if
spaces
someone
for
wanted to
people
watch?
do VR.
What if someone wanted
right?
to watch someone grow some weed,
So,
then that's dude, I really do think
and then
much
people
like a
could pay to watch?
multiverse. Well, I think much like a multiverse theory,
Could
the
be
future
anything.
of like the world and gaming in general is it's everything everywhere.
Yeah.
If somebody wants to go to a weed farm and just be at a weed farm, they can just slip into a weed farm. Everything's going to have a spherical camera, probably multiple of them, so it can create an entire world.
Those
But-
are already made, so they're just
That's
gonna.
what that's
they're
what I'm saying,
everywhere.
dude. Once we
Oh
get
my
it,
God.
once we get it to where your fucking phone or your glasses can power it, it's endless. It's boundless. Like there is no end to what they're gonna do, and it's coming. Look at. Hold on. Look at. Look at
it's not
10
just
years
personal.
ago.
It's not just personal. It's commercial use and industry
It's
use because
everything.
like people like police officers, think about they're wearing body cams. What if they just had on glasses that
All
were
of
like
that.
live,
Yeah, all of
getting
that
like
stuff,
back,
yes.
like getting
And
backed
people are
up
watching you
like
all day.
24/7.
Yes.
Anything.
You know, like it's.
Well,
like,
have y'all seen that new
I'm
thing?
saying a personal like a person could do this. Like they could sell they could wear fucking a camera on them and fucking sell a VR. They can fucking wear a camera on them and sell a VR
Yes.
like
To
to
their
another
life.
person. Yeah.
To their life, yes. We already do that. It's called Twitch. It's called YouTube. We're already doing that. So of 100% that's going to happen. It's like say I do tile work and Jason wants to learn how to do tile work, and I've got my camera and my glasses and everything.
Which is
I'm
a true
at-
statement.
Well, and I'm at work. Jason can pay. Say it's free. Say it's pay what you want to play, but it's not play. You're learning. It's like YouTube on steroids, where he pays $5. He pays me $5, and he tunes in for an hour, and all of a sudden he knows what he got in that hour out of watching me do what I was doing. Yeah, that's 100% going to happen for sure. It's already happening with YouTube. That's what YouTube is. It's fucking better
YouTube
than Google.
money.
Streaming
Yeah.
It's at bet. Well, it's
and
better than
everything.
it's better
Channels
than
and
yeah. It's better than Google.
TV.
You know, you can because instead of reading how to do something,
Everything.
there's somebody on YouTube that can tell you how to do it.
And there's every time I need something, like
I
damn near
YouTube
it's
it.
already been made.
Yes.
Like,
I
I can
YouTube
just
it.
literally find it.
Right.
Oh, I sign up.
Instructions on anything.
As soon as China sees shit, they like mass produce it. I mean, it's toned down. Like after the fidget spinners.
I'm just
But if
thinking.
you think about the shit before that, there was a lot of stuff. No, I'm just saying. Like, shit gets, you know,
Well,
look at
I'm
all the
just saying,
shipping containers we have around.
Think about this. Think about this. This phone came out 10 years ago. I'm holding an iPhone. It was 10.
2007.
It was 10. Yeah. So 11 years now. But they just came out with the 10. So it's been 11 years in March, I do believe.
Yeah.
Okay, 11 years seems like jack fucking shit. The first one they released didn't even have an app store. The original
No, you had to fucking install it.
No,
through installer.
The original idea was for people to make them on their own, but then all anyone ever did was make web apps, and they were fucking terrible. I don't know if you remember web apps, but
yeah.
holy shit. You would go down to the bottom, click add to home screen, they ran like actual fuck.
And then they came out with the installer
And
store.
then the installer store, and then the app store, and which has obviously everyone is doing that. You have your own place, which they prefer the walled garden approach, whereas they have the open source approach. But still, everything has a place you go, and that shit is only 11 years ago. And this motherfucker is a supercomputer. Not only can I film you in 4K, 1080p,
We can do so much things with our phone.
I can edit it, I can post it to the fucking internet, and if I have a big enough following, potentially make money. And literally the only thing I fucking had on me is my cell phone.
Oh yeah, because I went from the Razor, and then I got the first one because they
Oh,
did
the
that like
Razor-
price cut like right
Razor
after
was
it.
the big.
Oh, because because it came out and it was 700 fucking. I bought one when
Yeah.
it was $700.
And then they
The
cut it in half,
razors.
so like
Right.
Everyone had
I was able to get
razors.
one. So
Or
I went
wanted
from Razor
one.
to that, and then
Well-
like literally could do like all kinds of shit. And I was like my whole. I've never had a touch screen at all
Right,
either.
no one did.
So that's
it
just
didn't
like,
exist.
oh shit! Like I can fucking just
But-
touch this and do everything.
We talked about this the other day with the
but that was
BlackBerry,
but that was only 11 years ago.
Oh no, I know. It's what's crazy.
Only.
Cause yeah, I can.
It
buy
seems like a
little-
while, right?
Yeah, lots of-
am
dude,
I-
I think the
years.
It seems like a
advancement-
long
I think
time.
like things have advanced so quickly, it feels longer.
I think we're in the fastest expansion of advancement that we've ever been.
Because yeah, literally, I can buy a dock for this. I set it down, and it plugs into a monitor, and it'll be its own computer right now. Like,
Right.
You can use the mouse, keyboard, all that. It's got its
Right.
desktop, like all that shit.
Right. Not only that, but now
And the VR shit, like just that's all I use as a
and
phone.
in 2 years, I mean, they call it wireless charging right now, but let's get fucking real. It's not real.
No, because you still got to put it down.
Because it's on the
shit.
fucking thing. Yes, thank
Yeah.
you. It's not fucking wireless.
Wireless.
If you have to set it the fuck down. Guess, hey,
Thank
look,
you.
Guess what you
You're about
can't.
to-
Guess what you
Yes.
can't
Spawn
fucking.
some pissed off.
Guess what you can't fucking do. You can't fucking pick the phone up and have it charge at the same time unless now you want to hold the hockey puck at the same goddamn
Exactly.
time. It's so fucking
And then
stupid.
you didn't set it on the right part of the magnet, so it's not actually been
Listen,
charging.
listen,
That's
listen.
the fucking thing. Oh, I'm
Listen,
with you.
I'm
I'm with you on
I
this.
never
Fuck
bought
that.
I
the
never
fact
bought
that
a
they
power
call
mat.
it wireless makes me angry. It's not fucking wireless
It's
if the
coming from the
pad is
fucking
still
wall,
on. Yes, eat a bag of shit.
I saw they're trying to do with like IR, and you have like a fucking sensor on there,
Well,
and it charges.
but your
shit,
phone,
and it
yeah,
has, like,
they
a little-
tried it, and guess what? It doesn't fucking work because your phone has to be directly
That's what I'm saying.
in the
It's fucking
sight of the
infrared.
fucking
yeah,
IR.
like, no radio frequency.
in outside Joplin, Missouri, towards St. Louis, a rest stop. There is a static collector. It says it. There's a protection fence around it, and a sign that talks about how it collects all the static electricity out of the air and powers the rest stop.
That's pretty.
And I
fucking
was
awesome.
like, and when I saw it, I like started shaking, and I was like, why isn't this on my car in my house?
No, it's,
I was very upset.
I'm guessing. 'Cause
I'm
it
still
probably
very
cost-
upset.
It probably cost $1 million.
Yeah.
well, and that's what
I don't know. No, dude, it looked like a flagpole. Seriously, it looked very simple. I mean, I don't know what was going on in there. Probably some copper. I won't go into that, but a static collector. Look it up.
Myself, I was
Joplin, I-44,
I'm a
Missouri.
I've always been interested in Nikola Tesla, and he did this shit years ago,
In the fucking-
damn near over 100 years ago now. Like he could transport
Electricity over there.
electricity over the air miles,
Yeah.
and then now they say they can't figure it out or anything. But
But
then once he died, he was penniless and like in a hotel holed up.
Well, there's a
then-
good conspiracy for you. We'll get into those on the conspiracy episodes, but
Oh yeah, because
they from what I read the other day that the U.S. military actually holds a lot of his patents.
because his paperwork and stuff just kind of disappeared when he died.
Well, it was after that.
but wasn't he already very kind of free with his?
No. Well,
no?
I think they raided him after that earthquake machine. He destroyed a building by not touching it, by focusing energy on the building.
Wow.
Whether it's real or not, I mean, the internet's so fucking crazy, dude. You got to take
Well, no,
everything
that's what I'm
with a
saying.
grain of
But that's what was his idea back then was, oh, hey, if we put spots in certain spots of the world, such places that everybody could just have free energy everywhere.
salt. Yes.
But some people
Well, that
would
was it.
Our
profit.
phones would never. Our phone batteries would never die.
Nothing
Well,
would.
I watched a thing. on it was not a TED Talk, but it was like I don't know if it was
Something of the sort.
Samsung or Apple. I can't remember where I was watching it. It's I try to watch all of them, even the companies I don't like. I try to watch all of their
No, yeah.
releases because it's like, well, you
cool
fucking
to see
want
new
to.
shit.
Yeah, it's
Like-
cool to see new shit, and you want to see where it's going.
CES is my shit. Like,
It might have been CES, to be God's honest with you. Okay, so the presentation is a stage. I mean, fucking obviously, and they bring it out, and it's this TV on a fucking, like when you were in school, like a
Like a rolling
tray,
mat?
just on a roller,
yeah.
and the TV's hanging up there, and the fucking cord's not plugged into anything, and it has like a DVD player. Same thing. The cords are just hanging, and the guy walks over to the fucking TV, pushes the fucking power button, and it comes on, and everyone's like, "What the fuck?" And it pans to the whole thing. There's this box, and they're generating energy out of this box, right? And they're talking about how this is going to be in your home. It'll be installed up in probably the attic or the garage.
Mhm.
And when you get home, everything's just fucking on. No more outlets, no more anything like that. There'll just be this installed box. And he was talking about, and I'm going to have to go back and look this up because I'm literally speaking out of just my memory.
Yeah.
But
Right.
if I'm correct, he was talking about how the future plan is that they're trying that it works in such a way that everything we've ever made already would still work. So like your blender that you have now, if you had this box installed in your house, you would still be able to turn on your blender, but it just wouldn't be plugged into anything. Because the electricity is quite literally going through the air. So
it already is. It's
well,
about the
harnessing
technology
it.
to
No,
harness
I
it.
get that,
Yeah.
but I'm saying that I don't. Man, I really need to look that up.
Bioelectricity.
Well, but it's already something that somebody else is working on. But I haven't heard shit about it since, so I don't know if it was like maybe I dreamt this shit, or if I actually did see it and then it got squashed. Because a lot of that stuff, it's like the guy with the boundless transmission, like it has an infinite gear ratio, and then all of a sudden Ford buys it and you don't hear shit about it anymore.
Oh,
No, 'cause-
Subaru put chain link almost like a motorcycle, not almost, like a motorcycle chain on the Crosstrek, I believe it was. Not to plug them or anything, but it's like it changes the lifespan of the belts from however many thousands of miles to like way past that.
I don't know.
No,
And, like-
it was a thing.
It's. I brought up
I
Tesla,
didn't have
but,
one, but
but like I really like Elon Musk, like all the bullshit he's doing right now.
He's
Well,
my
like-
man.
Talking about like having the brick in your, roof that would power everything. Like
Tesla.
he's got
I really
those
don't.
boxes that'll sit in the back of your backyard, and then you hook up that board next to your circuit breaker, and
Yep.
it like pretty much does all your power for you.
Yep.
And
It
like,
regulates it, right?
yeah, and he fucking made the roof tiles that are cheaper than roof
The
tiles
solar
that are
ones?
actually,
Yeah.
that are literally your whole roof
Yeah.
is a solar panel now.
Well,
Well, but
Uh,
his that box doesn't. Is it nature powered? That box for your house is
I-
that powered off?
I can't remember exactly how it works, but like it's supposed to take like
'Cause
80.
I thought it was the unused electricity that your house, because your house uses up so much, and then it goes like it's feeding constantly back and forth. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And I thought it took the electricity that just kind of dies, but you still get charged for, and just saves it.
It's been a while since I've actually looked into this.
there's like a thing called a something box. It's like a dude's name, like a
Well, it would
Jack
be-
box or a Joe box.
I don't know.
And if you got solar panels, regardless,
I know that, but I'm saying
and you sell it back to
You sell it back to the
get a
company,
check
yes.
from them.
yeah, no,
But
that
you're talking about
this is something different. It's the unused electricity that your house uses,
right.
but it's I'm doing air quotes. It doesn't. So the way our electricity works is actually pretty archaic by what the future standards of electricity will be. But a lot of it just gets wasted. You're not actually using it. Like if you have a surge protector plugged in, it's actually pulling current. But if nothing's on, it's still pulling current.
Right.
unless
It's
it's
just,
got-
it's
unless
just
got a
going nowhere.
switch.
It's going nowhere.
Yeah.
It's just dying in that outlet. So what that box, I think that's right, because I think I've seen what you're talking about.
It's not stored anywhere, right?
Jesus. Let's use the magical Google.
Come on, we have a big old screen in
Huge
here.
TV.
Wait,
But I remember
y'all,
seeing a
y'all,
video.
y'all really do have the
Big.
setup. You got the table. You got a big screen.
Is this your first
We-
time here?
Yeah. Well,
Oh.
inside, yeah.
Oh,
he fixed my
me too.
computer,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I mean, he.
Well, I mean, it's very different than like when we were like 16, Corey, and you had bunk beds, and
Okay, yeah, that's the thing that goes like next to
It's called the Tesla Powerwall.
Hmm. That's the thing that goes inside, but they also have a box that you keep
it looks
outside
Like, hold
that
on,
works
hold
in
on.
conjunct or tangent with
Scroll back
that.
up. Show the image. Yep. Okay, I know. Yeah, I've read a little bit about this.
This is what I'm thinking of. The Tesla Powerwall. Praise for making high quality electric. Oh, this is for the car. No, that's not what I'm thinking of. It's only
There's
15.
it's like kind of like it's not as square as that. It's a little more like edgy,
Okay.
or like around, like sporty looking. But it goes like inside your house next to your
But
box.
it looks.
Is it
looks like
this?
that?
Does it look like this?
Yes.
Okay, so hold on. Normally, okay, what is this?
How
Okay.
does Tesla battery work?
Is this the thing?
Oh, it is a solar panel
Yeah, it's
system.
a thing.
Okay, you're right. It's a solar
It's out
panel
now?
system. You're right.
Have
Well,
this?
they've had the
Oh,
solar
yeah.
panels.
People have the thing.
You know what? The shape of what they're showing makes me wonder if this is about the shingles.
No. You're
Is
talking about
it
a
not?
solar shingles? No, it's not about those.
It's not. Okay.
That was
because
the
like
article up above.
This is just their.
It's not powered
box.
the diagram
by solar
itself.
panels.
It is. It is powered by solar
Oh,
panels.
okay,
But this
it
is
is.
this is the thing that holds all the energy. I thought this was the return power that it just kind of collected the unused shit. I was wrong.
I mean, it's
Well,
it's,
they
it's
came
going,
out with
it's
this-
going it's going in line with
Pictures
tankless
of me
water
nuts.
heaters, in my opinion,
Can't wait
as
till
far
I'm
as
like mid.
Mhm.
home electricity and
Like,
gas
and
goes.
this was out before the shingles were a thing as well.
Oh, yeah. Well, the shingles are still I don't even think they're
Solar
out.
shingles.
Yeah, I don't think they're actually.
I think they're still waiting on like damage control, right?
yeah,
hail,
there was
tree
there were some
limbs.
issues, and I followed it for a minute, but I think it kind of got put on hold, and then he made a flamethrower or something.
Oh yeah, he's
No,
got a
that-
dope ass
So-
flamethrower.
You know, like,
He
it's
sure
like-
does.
Dude.
No, that's
He was
from
like-
I
he was
mean,
like,
why wouldn't you want to have a
like, you know,
flamethrower?
that's
but
from the boring. That's from the boring
his-
company.
his-
That's his
his-
other. That's a different company.
Oh.
That's him and his brother.
His
I was just
commitment
talking about-
was that they would be cheaper than regular shingles. If I
Well,
remember
right.
correctly, his initial
Or I think
commitment.
the same.
Does that sound right?
Hmm.
The same or cheaper, but like I said, it actually hasn't rolled out or anything yet. But yeah, I wasn't talking about just Tesla company in general. I just like that dude, Like Elon Musk
Elon
himself.
Musk he is the
Like,
new Tesla.
all
dude.
of his. No, that's what I'm saying.
You know
That's
what's funny?
that's
Elon
why
Musk-
I like that he used the name because that's what it exactly reminds me of. It's like a modern day. Because he's just thinking
Really?
outside the box and
Well, he's
actually
thinking
like,
outside the
make
box.
shit
Well,
happen.
here's what's crazy is
Musk
he's
a modern day Tesla.
well, he's challenging the
like
system.
the ingenuity and everything the guy brings. You're like, yeah.
I mean,
that's
look at
what I'm
this
saying.
Is
Dude,
he
he-
challenging it? I thought he was
Uh,
already like past challenging it. I thought
No,
he
he's
was kind
still
of
very
doing
mu-
shit. Is he
no.
not doing shit
He
already?
is, but he's still very much challenging the system because if you read any article from any place, it's all hate.
He already landed
They wanna talk about how-
rocket, right?
Dude, no, not only has he landed
He
a
sent his fucking car to Mars. Like,
He-
it's on the way. Like,
well, he's literally okay. So NASA, okay, here you go, you fucks.
All right,
NASA,
all right, let's do it.
NASA, like fuck. All right, fucking,
Let's
we're off
go.
the rails.
let's go.
All right, so
Let's go.
fucking, you want to talk about fucking a guy who's doing shit differently? It took NASA how motherfucking long, and every goddamn rocket they launched was $1 billion fucking dollars or more.
Don't blame NASA.
No, I will blame NASA.
bureaucracy.
No, well, fuck them and their bureaucracy. They can all eat shit because they're part of it. They wanted to be in the system. They can eat my fucking ass. They're gonna get blamed for it too, because they went along with it. They sucked up the money when all they had to do was get publicly funded. Fuck them. It doesn't matter now. They're fucking dead anyway. Anyhow. So this guy comes along and goes, oh, I think I can do this fucking better. This one guy gets enough fucking rich dicks to spend money on his space rocket, and now all of a sudden, after NASA's 100-year fucking reign of shit and ass and barely doing anything, he fucking literally now, okay, well, we want to reuse the rockets. Why are we keep wasting the rockets? He relands the fucking thing and just fucking starts using it again over and over again.
Ocean.
Yeah. Oh, we're just going to throw them in the ocean. That's NASA's approach. Elon Musk comes along and goes, yeah, we could just build a barge and land the fucking thing. It
And
still
reuse it.
And reuse
Well,
it.
and then they crashed for a while. And everybody was like laughing and shit. And
They
everything. And
did.
then he figures it out. No shit.
Figured it out.
Yeah,
And
he's
then,
pretty
oh,
fucking
now-
smart, man.
Yeah,
Dude, he just
that's
did it
who
the other
fucking
day.
does space shit. Yeah.
What was it? Fox
Fucking
9 or
SpaceX.
whatever he called that fucking thing. It went up.
He did it twice.
Launched the fucking satellites it was supposed to. They docked and it fucking came all the way back down and successfully landed back on the
It
fucking.
fucking
Did he
itself.
do two at once, or did he do two
I'm
separate
not
times?
sure, but still, dude. And it took him getting a bunch of his rich ass friends, which I don't know. He got his money. I'm pretty sure he made PayPal. That's how he got fucking insane rich.
Man,
He
Pretty
made
good.
He's
he
pretty
made,
impre-
he
yeah,
made
dude,
multiple
no.
programs.
He's doing
that
shit.
He sold. He flipped a lot of his programs.
Yeah,
And he
but
would,
he
would
also
build
I
them
know
up
he
and,
made.
and he just kept being successful.
Yeah, and he made PayPal,
And
and,
then-
a lot of people think he made Bitcoin. So,
I have seen that.
so
Well, didn't the creator of Bitcoin
Oh,
get
no.
arrested? Didn't didn't he get
did
arrested
did
for?
Amazon or did
No,
Jeff
no.
Bezos?
Yeah, I thought he.
Jeff
I thought.
Bezos is the richest man
Jeff-
in the world.
No,
My
wait,
bad.
I'm thinking of McAfee. Sorry.
I,
No.
I thought the creator of Bitcoin got arrested, and like the FBI had most of the money from Bitcoin. That's just what I heard.
Well,
I didn't know that.
I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know. I honestly don't know. I don't know because I'm not a cryptocurrency kind of guy.
My Andy could have talked about that.
Yeah.
I can't. Did he not?
Well, we did a little bit, but like the cryptocurrency thing, I'm just because he actually had some bitcoins.
Yeah.
I don't know
And
how well
if
that
he had
went.
kept his, he'd have made some money.
Oh, because it blew up.
Dude, all right. If you want to get into that, I have a buddy that bought like a shitload of that, like right at the beginning when it was only like $4 or $5 a Bitcoin, and he bought
Oh,
all
yeah.
that shit, and he had like, I can't remember the numbers, but he had like
He had a good
fucking like
fucking amount.
3 or 4 million worth.
3-4 million.
Yeah.
I don't
Wait,
know how.
hold
I'm
on,
being
hold on.
generous. I think it was
Did he-
way more, but I can't remember the
So
exact
does
number,
he?
so I
Did
don't
he
want to go
sell
that
it
high.
before it got popped, or
No,
did
no, he had because he was.
I would text him every day and remind him just to
I feel like
because
we're
he
talking
sold
about-
him at one point for like cheap.
I feel like we're talking about the same person.
I gotta check and see
Yes,
how
we
much
are.
my
Okay.
Bitcoin's worth.
Yeah, no, yeah. He was telling me about it when it was literally like $4 a Bitcoin or some shit and everything. And he was in it, and was just like he could buy shit online and everything, but like he was saving a good amount because like it was just working out. Like it was a new thing, it was different. And then yeah, like he had a good fucking amount of it,
A lot.
and then just like sold it because it went up to like $100 or so, $200.
Yeah, but didn't
or
it get to
some
like
shit.
$1,000?
Exactly.
Oh, no,
he,
he
he
got
could
up
have
to,
made
like,
millions. He could have made
$15,000.
millions.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. My
now
my
millions.
That's been a few years. That's been a couple years.
He made a
but-
couple thousand, I think, right? But
I mean, yeah, he made a good amount of money off it, but like I said, like what could have been.
oh my
It's
goodness,
like
like he had no
fucking too
idea.
crazy.
Not the millions.
And he
fucking-
bitches about it so much, but I would too, because like I said, he told me about it, and like I looked it up. He showed me how to like set it up and everything, and I didn't fucking do a goddamn
That's
thing.
like that. That's
And
like
I could have bought 6 of them, not
When it-
thought about it for fucking 10 years,
Yep.
and then oh shit, I forgot I had this.
That's like that guy who
Like-
famously sold all his Apple shares, had like 10,000 shares when it was worth jack shit,
oh god.
and would be literally a billionaire today.
Yeah. Oh,
Some things
That's
you
I'm
just
rough.
saying, like
That's
you don't
rough.
fucking know.
You just
Like
don't
I
know,
said, I
man.
was just like, all right, man, yeah, that's cool. Like, but I was literally gonna spend $5.
Well, that's a
$10
game too,
and
man.
didn't
That's a
fucking
game
do
too.
it.
Cryptocurrencies, the fucking stock market,
That's
all
what-
that
yeah,
shit.
that's
That's
what
just
you have
a
to pick the
big-ass
right
game.
one that's going to compete.
Well, and sometimes you just don't fucking know.
You don't know.
Who the
That's
fuck
that's the
is
thing about it. You have to pick the one
Who
that
the
you
f-
think.
Exactly, and who the fuck would have thought Bitcoin would have went to what? What did it get to?
But now you gotta pick that
$13,000?
competitor.
$16,000.
You have to pick that
What?
competitor
I mean,
now. Who's going to compete with Bitcoin? You have to, bam, invest in that one.
He was telling me about this when I was in high school, so it was at least
When was that?
2000.
I got some Bitcoin.
I want to say it was around 2008 or so, 2009.
Okay, that makes sense. That's about
I'm not sure.
a couple years after I was living up north. Let me see.
Creation.
'Cause I got a buddy, all right,
Okay.
a rock climbing buddy.
Rock climbing
Good
buddy.
guy.
All right.
You spend time on a rope with the dude, like you're like, you know, your lives are in each other's hands.
Is there a first name?
Eric.
Eric.
Yeah.
It's currently at 67.
Let's talk about Eric.
So Eric
Still not terrible, but
was my assistant driver, whatever, for home inspections after storms and catastrophic events and stuff. And Eric apparently invested the money because he was living at home with his mom. He was out of college, but he was waiting on his chick to get out of college. They now live in Colorado. They're very happy. They're, you know, they've grown. They're great.
Right.
So, anyways, he apparently, unbeknownst to me, had invested, like, basically, I guess, maybe what I had been paying him to work for me, which was basically like bro time, but like, here's some money. So it was weird, but but it was like, it was good, because it was simple work. But having you know, like that kind of time together, and rock climbing is it was like you spend a lot of time together in a car or on a rope or on a roof. You know, it's like I don't know, you bond quickly and deeply. So this guy surprises me with some Bitcoin, and you know, at the time Bitcoin had peaked, and I don't know what he did. I don't know anything about that, but I know that he's taking a couple of years off from work to travel around and climb and hike and see all of America, and I get a feeling they'll probably expand some borders.
All from Bitcoin. Okay, so
Yeah, all from Bitcoin money.
Well, here you go. Here's a little
Because he
fucking.
invested
All right.
early.
Here's the Bitcoin guy. Here's the
Early.
Bitcoin guy. Here.
Okay, so fucking name Bitcoin.org was registered in August 18th, 2008. So we're only 10 years ago.
it's pretty good on that.
2011 and
Same.
2012. Proof of concept transactions. The first major user of Bitcoin were the black markets and Silk Road.
Oh yeah, good old Silk Road.
Well, there was only transacting 9.9 million bitcoins, or about $214 million worth.
Dude, because you could literally get
Money.
anything on that website.
And in 2011, check it out. 2011
Literally
prices were
You guys need a
30.
bazooka?
Listen,
No, I can find one on Silk Road.
2011 prices were 30 cents per Bitcoin,
Yeah.
and they finished out the year at $5.27. 2013, $13.30, rising to $770 a share, or a Bitcoin, not a share.
Mm-hmm.
2017 prices started at $998 and rose to $13,400
Yep.
per Bitcoin.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
Dude.
So I'm looking
So
at
2018, in one fucking year, and
Yeah. Went
okay,
13
all-time
fucking
high.
thousand dollars.
Here you go. Look, hey.
What do you have, like 26 or so?
Look, all-time high, $19,666.
Yeah.
Fell 70% to just $5
Yeah.
grand.
I'm looking at the graph right now.
It's back. I don't know.
on
This is
Google.
2018.
It's
so
at 6,700
Oh, no,
currently.
2018.
No,
it'd
you said-
be
oh,
current.
it is. It is.
It fell
2018.
back then, huh?
No, okay. So July
Now's the time to buy.
24th, it peaked about
Now's the time to buy. Let's go.
8,500.
6,700.
Went down, went up a little, and then it started to decline.
What's it at now?
Monday, July 30th. Continued that decline until early August, and then here we are, August 21st, and we are on an incline. We have grown Bitcoin.
So it's already growing again.
Yeah, it's at
Yeah, but
It's at
dropped.
what?
But you
It
gotta
dropped
invest
big
now,
time.
huh?
It
Well,
like it
Invest
it
a
more than
competitor.
halved itself.
Competitor.
it's at $6,700 right now.
Still,
Yeah, like when
that's
yeah,
incredible.
when I got blessed with
So-
the Bitcoin that my friend that I mentioned sent me, it was at like $600 or $700 for 0.06 Bitcoin. The peak for this year, at least for like the last 45 days, is around 8,500.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
And then it dropped,
I don't-
and the low was August 10th ish. 6,000. So
Per one. Yeah, no. So back in when we could have fucking all bought it, and it was 30 goddamn cents
Yeah.
for a whole one.
Yeah.
And if you'd have had that whole one, you'd now have at one point 19 grand.
Yeah.
We at both one point got offered.
Wait, you did?
We had a buddy.
So
we
you
had a
have,
buddy. We had a buddy,
No,
mutual buddy
same,
into it.
Same person.
Yeah, same person we were talking about earlier. Mutual buddy that was into it, and we got offered some. He's like, "Hey, you want in on this one?" Nope. And we didn't fucking do it.
Oh,
I
That's
didn't
what
fucking do it.
I'm
I
saying.
didn't
I was
fucking do
like,
it.
he showed me what it was. He showed me out like he had like 20 or so somewhere around there, and like
Bitcoin.
oh yeah, He was like,
No,
so it was back when it
exactly.
was-
That's
it was
what I'm
back when it was,
saying.
like, cheap as fuck, and he spent like $200 and got like 20 or some shit, and like I was like, all right, that's cool. I don't see what I'm gonna use it on because like that was one of its like pretty much new-ish, so like you couldn't use it a lot of places, so like it wasn't good for anything yet, and like I just didn't do it. Just never really set it up. Like I could have put a fucking
I didn't
$5
commit.
in there and it would have paid for itself 1,000 times. Like,
So, long tangent. Let's get back to gaming. What's your fucking game of choice right now, Cody?
right now,
Yeah, what's like the hot shit? What is it? Is it PUBG or are you on like Call of Duty or whoever?
here's the thing.
Or is it Skyrim?
It
that's the
depends.
new- Okay, or Destiny.
You're gonna.
I like
you're gonna
this a
get-
lot.
Can I interject real quick so I can maybe understand better?
Go.
As a guy who does not do these games, but I've heard Skyrim, I've heard of Fortnite, I've heard of all these things. If I got one of these things on my like PUBG on my phone, would I be able to like play interactively live with you guys when you guys are on?
You want to take that, Cody, or want me to take that? Do you know about the
online?
the
Cross?
the cross play?
They don't do that on PUBG. I don't think, do they?
They don't do it on mini games at all.
No.
So there's
Okay.
not a
So
lot of
it's
games.
not
Even
like,
the new Fallout. There's a new Fallout coming out. They're not doing it on that either.
where you
Yeah, you don't get to pick.
play interactively as a team or
Not on mobile and Xbox. I don't think so.
really,
But not
okay.
even as normal, right? Like,
Mm-mm.
But
if
is
me-
that something that's appealing to you, Matt?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
yeah.
But I got plenty of people that have a PlayStation.
Because you always hear about people.
well,
like,
I fucking hate that.
I would love.
Like, I think
you would
you
hate that
no,
crossplay.
I don't even. No, I love crossplay. That's what I'm saying. They don't do it enough.
He hates the
I know.
individuality where they
Because
separate
yes,
you.
because like,
They hate each other
Uh,
apparently.
well, especially with PlayStation and Xbox, man, it's like you can't get a fucking thing.
Well, here's the thing that happened too, is they did it with 360 and then like PC originally. There's a game called Shadowrun, and like it was cool because you could play with like, your PC buddies. Like it still couldn't do the PlayStation, but it was different. And everybody kept bitching because the PC people, like, I will say they do have more control with the keyboard.
Oh, so they would, like,
got
run
so
over
much
it.
shit. Yeah, so like you would because plus it was 360, so like your shit's going on a smaller frame rate, like going slower and everything, and then somebody that spent $4,000 on their fucking PC can have like all this shit and like all this like sensitivity and like it's a lot easier to like aim and shit with a fucking mouse than it is a joystick, like in general. But like they're starting to do that more with like Rocket League. You can play across pretty much everything because that's just
Rocket League.
yeah. It's
You know Rocket League. Oh,
it's basically
Oh.
soccer with RC cars.
I don't know from.
You like
Rocket
drive a
League, man.
RC car, but you can do flips either direction, and there's a soccer ball on each side, and like it's literally soccer with RC cars that kind of have like jetpacks on them or like boosters.
that's
on them.
cool.
Can we get it on the big screen? Like
Rocket
you know,
League.
oh, Rocket
like
League's
on
like
YouTube,
you can do,
you
it's
do
like,
like
you know,
live play or whatever
you
they
do
do
games
the
and shit
videos,
with cars
games
and
shit.
you know
So
just
then,
random
like, you know, like
games and
this sounds
stuff. It's
too
pretty fun.
interesting
Yeah.
to not to only see through your words. I want to. What the fuck are you talking about?
It's like
Basically is
cars,
what I'm
but with
trying to
soccer.
say over
Hey,
here.
look.
Yeah, that's literally
Wow.
what it is.
Rocket League.
It's RC cars with soccer, but so they found something simple that nobody really has too much of an advantage over.
Right.
So you
That
can
you can
chase
play.
the ball and you have a goal like soccer.
It's
but
soccer,
you got
but with
a
cars.
big dome,
Yes.
Well, I mean, it depends. They have different.
GOD stick,
They have different like
or
Coliseum.
more complicated. I don't know.
But like they can do flips any direction or anything, so you can like kick it basically. And like
I've
kinda
seen
use-
play of that.
Yeah.
Right. So what's that game that was like shitty as fuck, and then all of a sudden now I guess it's good?
Which one are you talking about?
I mean,
All right, there,
I'm
I
just
mean,
like-
I feel like that could be a lot.
Sky something.
Not
Skyrim.
Skyrim.
There's Skyrim.
No, that's
Skyrim
Skyrim.
was awesome.
Okay.
No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky.
Never.
Is that
played it.
right?
Never played that
Yeah,
one.
Never
They
heard
just
of
came
it.
out with it where you can play on Xbox, so I haven't got to get it yet. But like that one's a
Can I-
very weird,
Hold on.
like kind of like mathematical type game. Like you
Okay.
go in space, but like it like calculates like a fucking universe, and then you can go to different planets.
Well, I know they got in a lot of trouble when that game first launched because
really.
it just didn't function. Like it just didn't work. Like there was like this thing where they were like, you can't meet up with somebody. Well, that's because they launched it before it's done, and now apparently it's cool again.
No, that's what I'm saying. It used to be like you find out about a game coming out, you go to their website and like you can find out about a beta. You have to sign up
Right.
and like get invited to
Well-
that kind of shit and test it. Now
It's
they
just-
just fucking it's open beta all the time, which is great for them because they get all like the ways
When
to
the-
figure out their errors and shit before it comes
And
out.
the early DLCs.
But yeah, they like now like PUBG. It's not a full game. Like even when you boot it up, it's version 0.01792, whatever it is. Like
not
it's
even version 0.1 yet.
no,
Yeah.
and it says a pre-release,
Yeah,
and
it's a
like that's
PC
the problem
game.
is
It's a
people
PC game
expect a
on
full
Xbox.
game.
This
So
might
like,
this
hold
might
on.
sound like really like 0.0001, but what do you mean?
The game's not
when
done.
You say,
The game's not
Not
done.
a full
they
game?
Release it unfinished.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
so-
at beta.
The-
When you
the-
say
well,
beta,
They
it's
they know they
unfinished.
have to improve.
It's either beta or the alpha version.
But
I mean,
but-
okay. So I mean, in the realm of what you're in the gaming realm, what do you exactly mean
Okay.
by beta?
Easy. So like if you had N64, you had Super Nintendo, and you had like Mega Man or Adventures or whatever you play, Street Fighter. You put the game in, it works 100%. Like there's no problems with it usually. Like you can find bugs in old video games, but like there wasn't too much that wasn't straightforward. There wasn't a lot of freezing or glitching and all that. Well, now they can literally make games all digital, so they can send you the file and like, hey, you download this game, cool, you play it, but it's not 100%. Like this wouldn't be what you would buy in the store, if whatever. So they send them out pre-release.
Yet? Not
Right. Well,
not buy it
because
this
it has
for
bugs.
yet.
So
Yeah,
like
yeah.
literally like so you come down and like half the environment's not there. So like you literally have to wait around for like everything to build itself before you can actually play the game. But if you bought that, you'd be pissed. Take it back to the store and send it. But now
So
they have
you're,
a way
like,
to make it.
inspecting the game
Right.
along
Yeah,
with
playing
a
but
bunch of
here's the
other
problem.
individuals who are
but it's
also
not what-
beta testing, and then they take that and collectively with the data, figure out
Yeah, except
where
they're
the bugs
fucking
are,
you
and they fix shit.
because they're not
before
because
they
they're
release
released.
it.
No,
People
because
are
the
go-
game's released.
A
That's
game's
the issue.
released,
It's
and
already
they're doing
released.
beta
No,
testing?
that's what I'm saying, yeah.
See, maybe that's where my misunderstanding is.
No,
It's
that-
a release,
it's-
but
it's-
expecting patches. Like they know people are gonna complain, and they know people are gonna want certain things different.
Basically, it's this. So instead of you want to make a game, so you make a fucking game and then release it, and the game's supposed to be done, minus a couple of glitches, whatever. They are building this half-ass game and then just going, okay, fuck it, release it so we can get some more money. And then
Right.
millions of people are buying the game unfinished. This is not a fucking full game. And then as the people bitch, they take the complaining and then they fix that thing. And then
Right.
the guy who starts 2 years from now, he might actually be playing the game, but they're always going to be updating it because they're always going to be fucking.
That's what I had
It's
thought of. Is
it's
that
a giant clusterfuck of a
But-
release.
the
But-
cycle you described, it just as a spiral. It just keeps
Well,
going.
it's
and
just
going,
it's just.
like starting from the center and going outward.
But that's what
It
we're
just
talking
does
about.
not stop. It
That's the
just-
problem with modern gaming is
it
that's what
keeps
they've
going
done.
and going and going.
Well, it's not every game. There's just certain games. Like this one originally started on PC,
Okay.
and just like there's a lot of different types of games. you
PUBG,
can play
right?
On, yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot of different types of games you can play on PC that you can't play on consoles, just because way more people make PC games and
Right.
just make compatible with that and use different engines like on their computer to
yes.
make it just for that. Like there's plenty of mods for anything that make it a totally different game.
Yeah, I
That's
get
what they're
that.
trying to bring over is that kind of style, but they haven't had 100% port over yet because
Oh.
it is such a different code system and everything.
But
But like I said, they've been getting a lot better with like updating it and everything. So like they're adding literally constantly more and more shit, making it a better game, which is still not a full game. But they also only charge half price for what a full game would cost these
okay.
days.
Okay.
Like a normal game is like $60.
$60.
Usually.
Right.
They
Ooh,
they
boy,
do
I hate
29
that.
Yeah, see, last time I looked at it, it was like a new game was like 70.
No, it's like
it-
$60.
It's
it-
$59.99.
They dropped it a little bit.
Well, here's the deal.
They cut off.
Here's a good way to fucking wrap it up. Here's the last question I had, which I actually agree with, even though I don't. I'm not a gaming person. For you two mostly, because me and you don't play games.
I do not.
But do you think the shit is stagnant right now? Because I feel like every game I see come out is just the same.
Currently, yeah, that's what pisses me off. Is like, say,
hold
like
on.
I do like Battlefield, Call of Duty, that kind of shit. Well, not much Call of Duty. Anyway, they will play off each other. They're the same like style of. They're not the same game. Obviously, they're totally different, but they're the same like first-person shooter, like military war shit. They will play off each other, and they'll do
Right.
the same exact thing, fucking every year, pretty much.
I feel like
And just like, there's not a big difference in everything, so it seems like nobody's being creative. They're just kind of just trying to.
exactly. I feel like. Okay, finish. I'm sorry.
But no, that's what I'm saying. That's what I like about, like you said, you mentioned Skyrim or
Yes.
whatever. That's a 5th installment in a series
Oh,
where it's that type of game. Like I said, like you are who you are, but you can literally, there's a main story you can follow, but you can do all these things around that will make you a different, totally type of person that'll change the outcome of the game and everything. So that's where like this modern storytelling and everything comes in.
Gotcha.
But everybody likes to play this mindless, just like, oh, I just want to shoot people and shit all the time and everything, which is fun. Like I said, because you get to interact with your friends, all that. But then there's also a whole nother thing where you can actually like get a narrative and everything, and be like totally in depth and
I'm gonna
different.
say
like,
this in very layman terms. I've seen games where like you play a character and like if you're a bad person, you like turn ugly and into like a
oh, Fable.
Fable. Okay, yeah, I played a little bit of that, but like I didn't really get it. You know, like I mean, maybe I got it and I didn't like it.
Like I said, it comes
actually.
back to like
I mean, that was long. It was like, I mean, how many Fable games are there right now?
three,
At least
three
three.
to four.
At
yeah.
least three.
Okay.
I think
so
the
this
fourth
would have
one's
been
either close to
probably
coming out
like
or-
one of the first or second.
Yeah.
And it was challenging, and I can understand the draw to the storyline aspect.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the storyline aspect is what relates to cinematography, film, movies, TV,
Well, see, that's
all
where,
of
like-
that. And that's this integration, I think, that Corey has talked a lot about with VR and various things we're looking forward to. But we're
Mhm.
also a little timid. Our generation is timid because we grew up with dads that may or may not have had an Atari.
Well, like, that's where it comes to like I said, different games. There's a game called Heavy Rain that came out for PlayStation a while ago, and it was literally, I would say, like a Law and Order episode that you interacted with. Like there was 9 or so different people that you played, and each person, like there was a serial killer, and you were trying to figure out who it was, and it was somebody that you were, but you had to figure out who it was. So like it would just literally bounce around like a TV show would.
Suspense.
Right.
Categorized as a movie
but-
of these suspense.
But based on like what you did, you either got that person killed or found out some information that they could share with another character.
Is there a lot of games like that now? Where
There's not a lot of. That's
the
what I'm
outcome
saying. Like
is
no,
determined by
No.
how your actions are.
that's why I like those type of games because that is a thing.
Do,
Because like
do you think that's the most original thing going on right now? Because
Is what?
that seems like a new concept to me, where like your action determines how the game ends.
no, like I said, this is the best one I played was called Heavy Rain, and that came out a long fucking time ago.
Oh, okay. So I'm just
And like
I'm
they
just-
haven't been adapting on it. Like
Okay.
like Mass Effect is like that. Like,
Right.
Depending on what you do at the end of the
Okay.
game, either half your crew could be dead, or everybody survived because you
Okay.
decided to stop at this one place and be
I know
nice to
that
this dude.
right.
Like, it's literally shit like that. Like, you can play the game however you want. I'm gonna go fast and through it. That you're gonna get fucked up at the end of the game, or you're gonna fuck a lot of shit up, and it would carry over to the second one and the third one, and be like its own thing. And like, depending on what you did in the first game, you could fuck up some shit in the third one for you.
Right.
Or like, so literally, like I said, it's like a modern day like turn the page adventure game book.
Yeah.
So what do you think, Matt? Do you think gaming's stale, or are you
All right.
excited about it?
Here's what I have to say about stagnant. You know, gaming. I feel like it was stagnant for a while.
Okay.
Like I play like the Evil Dead and the Call of Duty and all that. And eventually,
Evil
was
Dead
stagnant.
based off the movie.
there was the Evil Dead like. No. It was Resident Evil.
Resident Evil. Okay.
I'm tripping.
Okay.
Sorry.
That makes more sense.
The newest
Resident
one is
Evil.
crazy.
Because the movies
Went
came
through like
off of that
6 or 7
game.
of them, right? I only played up to the 5th one.
Oh, dude,
But
there was
anyway.
a bunch of.
All
There was
right,
at
anyway,
least there was at
finish
least
your-
5 to 7. Yes.
I feel like PUBG and Fortnite like
Change it up.
changed. They definitely like everyone's
Same
into
vibe.
it now. Like
Well,
everyone like all of a
it's-
sudden consumed in gaming all of a sudden.
Again.
But then you also have, other than those two things, you have like Mortal Kombat
Right.
and shit like
All
that.
those
Like
other
still like
games.
upgrading their
Those are
stuff.
like the background games. Like they're
Yes.
like always there.
But they're still kind of fucking cool,
it's like
you
your
know?
grandmother.
Like
She's till she passes away, but like they're always there, and then you just kind of like there when you need them.
yeah, they're fucking awesome. Like they're kind of graphic. And you're like, oh, fuck
What
yeah.
they're-
you
I
know?
forgot you could rip somebody's spine out.
Right, that's fucking cool. But then, all right, I'll tell you what I don't like
Good.
is how come every year sports games?
Right.
How come they have to come out with like a new game every year?
Every fucking year.
I got
It's,
Why not
two-parter
update?
on
Why
this.
not update the
Wait,
fucking
what do you
game?
Mean, what do you mean new game?
You know, you
They
have
come out
Madden
with
15,
Madden
Madden
18,
16,
16,
17.
every
You know,
year.
fucking every year you have
Like
it.
individual games. How
Why
they keep
not just update the
continuing.
damn roster every
And
fucking
it's
time?
It's technology.
They're spending $60 on a game
Roster.
every year. That's
Oh no!
why.
You said roster, and that cracked me up.
I can.
But what I meant was, besides the roster, the technology is part of the same system that's making the console or the PC or whatever, or upping the price because it's a new game
Uh-huh.
for this new product.
See, I can
Well,
kind
no,
of
no,
two-part
it's,
this.
it's a money thing.
Yeah,
It
edit,
is a money
edit
thing.
that out.
Always.
I don't know.
All right, so
Shut up.
speaking of like the Madden and everything, it has gotten crazy because there used to be a little thing called NCAA that you could play, but they can't do that anymore because like the college thing happened. The EA Sports like didn't want to, they'd have to pay the players, all that shit. That's fine. But also around that time they had 2K football that would come out. Usually you had Madden and you had NFL 2K. 2K came out for
FIFA.
$29. Okay. It came out for $29, and Madden was $60. So everybody started buying 2K. Ended up being the better game. So I feel like that's why Fortnite and fucking PUBG are so popular right now because Fortnite's free on everything.
Is
And
it really?
It's yeah, and it's
Oh.
a type, but you
Yeah.
can buy fucking skins or like
Okay.
nothing that helps you
In-app
in the game.
purchases, right.
But they have in-app purchases like change your character and like your equipment and all that
Okay.
shit. PUBG's only $30, which granted it's not finished, but it's half the price of a real game, and then when it comes out, they could charge full price.
Fair.
And they feel like it's one.
Okay.
So I feel like they're hitting the market of being able to be available to more people. 'Cause
Also,
on the cell phone, it's free too.
Right, and I feel like they hit on that weird new thing that where everyone kills everyone. What is that called?
Let's say it's a battle royale.
Okay, battle royale. I feel like they fucking launched that.
No, because it's been a thing on PC for a while, and this is the first thing that's been on console that's been like this kind of style of game. So it's just a new type of style of game. It's like a Hunger Games or whatever.
Yeah, it's
That kind of
one.
little thing
You're
happening.
trying to defeat everyone.
Right. You start out with nothing, and then depending on how you do, you get better and better things.
Mm-hmm. No,
Well, that's-
I mean, I'm
that's-
probably gonna play it later.
I'm saying everybody starts out the exact same. That's what I'm saying. Like that does never happen. Like always, like you get on and like say Call of Duty. Somebody's been playing for months now, have like all these guns, all these attachments, like know all this bullshit, and you got to start out with like the shitty guns because you haven't leveled up enough to get
Oh,
things.
okay. Okay.
But this game, literally, everybody starts out exactly the
fresh.
same.
Everyone's
you
the same.
fucking naked,
Right.
and then you jump out of an airplane and
It's
guess
like
where
my
you're gonna go
squad
and
against
just-
yours.
yeah, and just try to find shit. So it's literally just random luck. So like
That's
like I
pretty
said,
cool.
it's nice to be able to hang out because you can play like 4 people at a time. So I
But
can
it's
hang
with
out
your buddies too.
three
Yeah,
of
my
three-
friends
three of
can
my friends.
strategize better than your friends.
And you're all at home.
Fuck you,
Yeah,
bitch.
exactly.
You know, I'm not
And we
fucking
just get
kill
to
your
talk
ass.
shit and just
You know,
Okay, so
Whatever.
it's like the modern day.
it's a little
hanging out in the
pride.
garage.
Little pride.
yeah, it's like a hangout and you all live on the same street and meet at the same.
Because nobody
place.
does that
Yeah.
shit no more. Like you live
Yeah.
down the street. You live in fucking Little Rock now.
Let's fucking
He
get
lives-
online,
That's what I'm saying.
bitch.
Like,
Let's get
We
online.
can hang out in real life. Like shit, we hung out Saturday night in real life.
This is
No, we
like,
did.
Oh,
Me and Cody
sorry,
never
I
hang
got it,
out.
I got
Me
it,
and
I got
Cody
it.
never hang out.
It's the modern day block party.
That's what I'm saying. Or like, oh shit, I worked too late tonight. It's 8:00, so I can't
Right.
really go do anything and then make up to work. But I can hang out with my buddies for 2 hours on a
Oh.
fucking game and just talk shit.
I love it,
Like-
dude. Let's wrap this bitch up, man.
All right,
It's been like fucking
know.
over 2 hours.
we've been
Uh,
good. We've been good.
Dude, Matt's fucking awesome. Jason,
Yeah,
fucking
man.
awesome.
I had
Cody,
fun.
as
I had a
always.
lot of
Cody's
fun.
my boy. I had a lot of fun too, dude. You got to come back and we'll get into depth with like modern. I think modern gaming's my next thing. Like I
Modern
want to get
gaming.
into that because I really don't.
Me too.
Dude, I'm
I
I mean, I could
board
talk
games,
about like growing
as
up
long
in
as it's a
Nintendo
game.
and all that all day, you know,
Right.
And modern day.
See, old games is all I really got.
anything really.
And-
we can talk about old game. I'll bring my
fucking
shit
Pokemon.
over here. We can play
But
some
anyway,
fucking meme shit.
We got fucking Matt and Cody and Jason and me, and this was the gaming episode. As always, we're fucking on everything, I think. Somebody told me today I got to get on Stitcher now. That's like the fourth person that's
Yeah.
mentioned it. So we're going to try to get on that too. We're on fucking SoundCloud, Spotify, Podbean, Castbox, Apple, fucking iTunes. We're on Google Play Music. If you
Fucking
like it,
everything.
please download it. If you do not, then do not. Because that would be wasting your time. Unless you just really want to help us out, then download it and just fucking delete it because it still helps us. Give us a rating on whatever needs a rating. And if you want to join in on the conversation, tell us your favorite game, please hit us up on social media at CrashCastPod and on Twitter, CrashCastPod1 because they're ridiculous and made me put a 1 in front of it.
Those dicks.
Okay. Other than that, this has been the first of very many gaming episodes. So, later, world.